All right, I'm gonna just get in here and adjust some volume levels real quick. Okay. Yeah, that works for me. All right. Jeez. It has been a month hiatus. Over a month. It's been over a month. I've turned 20 years old.
Nice.
I went to a convention, and I'm ready for some football.
Absolutely.
All right. So we are back, and I'm cracking open a cold one with the boys.
Nice.
But tonight will be yes, always
the ultimate cold one.
Exactly. But tonight we will be watching Riki-Oh, the story of Ricky from 1992. Now this is a little horror, splatter, comedy, romance, revenge, prison film based on a manga of the same name. Well, based on a manga called Riki-Oh, which I've read the first like 15 chapters. And this movie covers the first 15 chapters of the manga, and then there's like I think there's like 50 more chapters after that they didn't adapt into movies, which kind of pisses me off because there's so much room. But
Riki-Oh Shippuden.
God damn right. They did make anime OVAs, like hour-long OVA specials. And those were pretty good too. But essentially, it is a story of a guy who it's never really kind of clear because about his kind of motivation, but essentially this guy Ricky, who is like super fucking strong, can punch through people, gets sent to prison for murder after he murders drug dealers that caused either his girlfriend or his sister's death. You see what I mean by it's confusing because it's never really clarified, because in like the English dub it's his sister, but in the Chinese original version it's his girlfriend, and in the manga it's neither, it's just some random girl that he kind of hung out with. So he goes to prison for that, and the prison is like corrupt as hell, and the inmates are running the place practically, and the warden is really corrupt. And when I say this is an exact adaptation of the manga, I mean it is exact. Like, they did not miss a fucking beat in this adaptation, and it's fucking great. I've been wanting to rewatch this one for a while, and I figured
nice.
This is a fun movie. It's definitely a fun movie, fun as hell movie to watch with friends, so I figured why the hell not. But this is my favorite martial arts film ever.
Nice.
And it's the best martial arts film I've ever seen.
Where does it stand on the Gore meter?
It's one of the goriest films I've ever seen. It is like a solid 8. Like a solid
Damn.
8, 8.5 maybe. Like, honestly, I want to give it, since the Gore meter goes up to 10 with Brain Dead, I honestly almost want to give it a 10 because it's almost on par with Peter Jackson's Brain Dead, I would say.
No way.
Because the gore effects in this movie are like, I mean, they're a little cheesy, but god damn, is the movie like just satisfying as hell to watch because of it. So yeah, previously we watched the Female Prisoner Scorpion movies, which those are Japanese prison films.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're watching a Chinese prison film based on a Japanese manga, well, Hong Kong prison film. This film did get into category 3, I should mention as well.
Nice.
And it's also in public domain in the US for some reason.
Oh, cool.
But all right, on an old count of 3.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, and 3.
I'm looking forward to this.
There are very few things as beautiful as this movie. Let me tell you that. Gonna sit back with my pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna keep mentioning that I have pizza to spite you.
I'm jealous because I don't have pizza.
I would also argue that this film does not have a dull moment.
That's good.
Well, maybe a couple, but those are fleeting moments.
I think this marks our second Chinese film. Yes.
Yeah. I think so.
After good old Ebola syndrome.
Yes, actually. Which was like our first. And here we
Oh.
are nearly a year later.
How the time flies.
Damn right.
I swear, next time I'll pick a good movie.
I mean, you better. Because all I pick is good shit. I don't choose a Halloween puppy or Brazilian football passion or alien beasts, for fuck's sake.
Man, I gave my mom Back from Hell to watch, which I told you about, and
Yeah.
she hated it so much. You would have thought I'd given her Alien Beasts. Like, she didn't finish it.
Wow. So she didn't even make it to
Yeah.
tell Satan to kiss my black ass. Well, she didn't make
Yeah,
it to that.
I know.
That's like the best part of the entire fucking movie. That and the Satanic Ninjas.
That's the whole payoff.
Like, legitimately.
I love it.
I rewatched it recently, and it was just as fun as I remember.
Mm-hmm. Genuinely fun film.
Also, a little backstory. This movie is based in a universe where all prisons have been privatized. So basically, there's no regulation.
Okay.
To make sure that the conditions are humane. I like how I completely forgot they actually give you this. They give you a fucking background too. I completely forgot that.
They're like blatantly calling out capitalistic countries.
Exactly.
What a fun time.
If you didn't know, Riki-Oh is actually a biting satire about capitalism.
It's already my favorite martial arts film, just for that.
Actually, no, I just made that up on the spot. I don't know if there were messages about. I can't see any messages about it, but maybe.
So, which do you prefer? This one or the Scorpion prison films?
Oh, you got me in a tough bind because, like, this movie is like fun as hell. You sit back with a couple of friends, you know, just have a fun time watching it. It's an entertaining movie. While I would argue the Female Prisoner Scorpion movies are a little deeper than that. Like, I'm not saying they actually talk about like really like deep, meaningful themes, but they're a lot more, I would say, definitely serious in tone, and a lot more dramatic.
Yeah.
But if I had to pick, it'd probably be Riki-Oh, because I like to have fun more than I
Really?
like to feel depressed.
Yeah. Yeah, the Scorpion films got really heavy.
Yeah.
At times.
I love this part right here with the X-ray and yeah, that's one of those instant X-rays.
Huh. Nice. Peak capitalism.
They're souvenirs.
Classic.
That's how you know. Like, just that one line just cements him as a badass. Like, you don't even gotta... Like, I didn't need any more to know that Ricky was not to be fucked with. I would never think a guy named Ricky is badass, but
there you go.
yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
Oh my god.
the fucking wiping off the hands and then the
Peace.
and then the fucking peace signs is gold.
Mm-hmm.
You know, actually, in Asia, it doesn't actually mean peace; it means victory.
Yeah. Richard Nixon got into some funny stuff about that.
I mean, look, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like Nixon for his antics and his kind of like just old look, but at the same time, he was terrible.
He really was terrible, but he's.
But I cannot get past. I cannot get past. I am not a crook.
Yeah, I know. That's the classic line.
Look at this. This is already heavy. I don't know where he got that thing from, but
yeah.
Watch this.
Oh my god.
Yeah. What's that? What's that? We're 7 minutes in. Dude's face is already half ripped off.
What's up?
Old and clumsy. I don't even know what that thing that he had is.
It looks like some sort of like vegetable peeler.
Yeah, it does.
Peeled right up.
Don't run wild. That's exactly what this movie is wild.
Oh, wow. That didn't take long at all.
Yeah, and it's exactly like that in the anime and the manga. Like, exactly to the T. You can match it up frame for frame.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's what I love about this movie is that, like, in anime and manga, you can have over-the-top violence like this, and it still be taken seriously in its tone. But with how cartoonish it looks when translated to practical effects, it's like, it's hilarious. It's hilarious in live action.
It's honestly amazing.
Oh, yeah, this has only just begun, too. Like, it gets worse. When I say worse, I mean it gets better. Look, all I'm going to say is that the final scene of this movie left the actor who played Ricky stained red for 3 days.
Damn. That's amazing.
Okay, that's enough pizza for now. It's too greasy.
Oh my god.
The greasiest feast in the East.
Hell yeah.
Look at this, handling this shit with their bare hands. Now
That's maximum freedom.
Now that is no... Oh, no, they do have gloves. Still, nothing's protecting you from that. This right here is immensely fucking heavy and depressing, honestly.
Oh God.
Yeah, wait till you hear why he's in there.
Huh.
Are you eating just like straight fucking lettuce? Because that's what it looks like.
It's spinach. I'm eating spinach and Swedish fish.
How
Like together.
how did
They're really good.
you know? It's a quote Hannibal Buress. Strawberries and ham is my favorite combination of food.
That actually sounds good though.
Oh. That's heavy.
Mm-hmm. Damn. Damn.
Yeah, and he never got to see his child. And they
rough.
fucking did that to him, and they hanged himself. Yeah, this. I mean, I did say this is like a fun movie, but there are some decently heavy moments in it. Like this right here is pretty heavy. I think it's hilarious that they're letting like Ricky walk around at night. Like I get this is a privatized prison, but they wouldn't let people walk around. It's a prison.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, that's not how it works, and that's why I love this movie.
Yeah, Ricky's gonna avenge him.
And we lost the video feed from Andrew for a moment.
Was
they
I
broke.
off?
He just. Yeah. The video feed disappeared for a second. Just a second. Nothing major.
Nice.
But still, Ricky broke that chain of those handcuffs like it was steel wool. Probably because it was steel wool. I mean, I can't confirm
was it really?
that.
Do you know?
I can't.
Oh.
I'm sure it was just plastic. That's the thing. That's another weird thing about this movie is that this movie is like great, but there's no like known interviews with the director or any of the cast. The only like special feature on the Blu-ray DVD release of this movie is an interview with the guy who choreographed some of the fights.
Really?
And that's it. They couldn't find anybody else. So this movie happened, and
That's
then everybody
weird.
disappeared.
Ghost film.
Next shift.
Huh. Oh, we have 2 thumbs up.
Already?
Yeah.
Jeez. 30 kilograms of rice.
Hey. Living it up.
That's a lot of fucking rice.
That is.
Let me fucking...
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh my God.
Is that not the greatest thing ever?
That is amazing.
Yeah, I actually, when I first saw this movie, I doubted. Like, when I first heard about this movie, I'm like, there's no way this movie actually fucking exists. Like, this is some kind of fantasy. There's no way. But no, it exists.
It's real. I can't believe I'm watching this. Like, this is a real thing.
Yeah. All right. or I'll knock you down. Like, did you just punch a hole through somebody? You really think you're gonna phase him at all?
I wouldn't think so.
Believe it or not, there's no phasing Riki-Oh. I knew you were in the fucking chat. Look, I can check the chat if I want. I've actually seen this movie.
We do have 2 thumbs up, though.
That we do.
I don't think that's happened this early before.
No, I don't think it ever has. Rocky wants in.
Huh.
Okay, Rocky, come on. Little bastard. Ugh. There you go. Shit, all I gotta do to keep him distracted is place him under a bunch of blankets on my bed and he'll try to figure it out.
Oh my god. That's cute.
That's something wiener dogs like to do. They like to get under blankets.
Yeah. Especially a hound like yours.
Oh, yeah. Give me the pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here's one of the slow moments.
Oh, backstory.
Yeah. Backstory that I'm not going to pay attention to because A, I've seen this, and B, I mean, I never cared in the first place.
I've seen this actor before.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was the, like, choreographer for all the fights. Also, the director for Hobo with a Shotgun, this is like his favorite movie. I know you haven't seen that one yet, but you can see the inspiration in Hobo with a Shotgun, trust me. It's like anybody who's in this family automatically knows Kung Fu.
Huh.
I know Kung Fu.
Huh.
Got bitch slapped.
Was that the guy they got to interview on the Blu-ray?
I'm pretty sure. I haven't watched the interview. Look, if they had an audio commentary with the director, I'd be all on. I would want to know, like, why and how.
Why?
Like, this is the best movie. This is the best movie based solely on a manga since Old Boy. Well, this came out before Old Boy, but
I know what you mean.
which is why, Andrew, you should actually read manga, because it's not anime. Just like reading comic books, only backwards.
Yeah, I mean...
There's you know, Lady Snowblood's based on a manga.
So is Zatch Bell.
Yeah, but there's no great live-action movie of Zatch Bell, as far as I know.
I don't think it would be very good.
I heard the creator of Beyblade, and I'm not joking. This is something I legit heard. Is going to create an anime about competitive fidget spinning.
No fucking way.
That's what I heard. But look at this guy. He's just dismantling fucking tombstones.
Yeah. Nice. I mean...
Like, those have to be...
I'm sure there's some people
Those, like,
Yeah, they look like styrofoam.
they do, but those have to be somewhat solid.
Yeah.
Because styrofoam, I don't think styrofoam really floats, goes through the air like that. But in order, I think stone does. So.
Oh my god, that was great.
And this is the sole reason why he can punch through people.
Huh.
Just because he trained with this dude. Oh, god damn it, Rocky. The borkening commences.
Oh my god.
Okay, you want out, little bastard? I'll let you out. But you're not coming back in. And I mean it.
Huh.
Oh yeah, here's the assistant warden. He's one of the best things about this movie, no joke.
Nice. Oh my god, the hook hand.
Oh no, it gets worse. Just wait. First of all, that steak's a little too rare for my tastes.
Yeah. Oh my god.
You know, also on that shelf, you'll see a closer look, but on all the shelves in the dude's office, it's just nothing but VHS tapes of porn.
Fuck.
Like, this is what the Mortal Kombat movie should have been.
Yes, exactly.
And I mean, I like the Mortal Kombat movie. It's okay. It's a fun, bad movie, honestly, but it like, the original script was gonna be immensely fucking violent.
Yeah, that's kind of exactly how I feel about it, honestly.
The room is surprisingly spacious. Like, it's uncomfortable how much room,
Yeah,
how
I
much
like
space there is in that room. Okay, but did you see what was in the assistant warden's glass?
What was it, eyeball, right?
Yeah. Just wait. I like how they only brought one dish to him and suddenly the thing's covered in fucking dishes. Yeah, that's his eyeball.
No way.
That's his false eye.
He puts it in a glass and then drinks it and then puts it back in. That's amazing.
Oh no, no. Actually, I'm gonna wait for the reveal because I was gonna tell you something else about his eye that's amazing, but I'm not gonna tell you because it's too good. When you'll see, when it happens, you will know.
Oh, damn.
Riki-Oh can handle it. Also, in the original manga, he has a fucking Star David like as a scar on his hand
No way.
for no reason. And his twin brother has a swastika on his hand again for no reason. But that's only in the manga and the anime. But the anime is like literally just 2 hour-long like movies, and that's it. Boy. How he did that, it's just
The pain on his face.
Ricky is a legitimately troubled man. Yeah, ruin that food. Starve those children in China.
That shit broke faster than the damn Eric Andre desk.
They actually rebuilt that desk to use in the Eric Andre show.
Oh, man.
I'm just fucking with you, but... Look, if Eric Andre has never seen this movie, he should. Everybody should see this movie, as long as you can handle a lot of fucking violence. If you can't handle violence at all, then I feel bad for you, because you're missing out on one of the greatest movies ever made.
I'm sure Eric Andre has seen it.
I mean, probably. I know he's seen Eraserhead. Or at least knows of it existing a decent amount. Because he references it directly in the 4th season. Like, he just walks back to his fucking cell, like, without guards, too. It's like... You know, I know you know I can see these. like every time I see you like open another fucking tab, because I can see the light shine on your face. I know you're putting something in the chat.
Yeah. I gotta say, I think it would be even better if they did this with no flashbacks, so that it would just be complete, like
who's
nonsense.
that girl? Why?
Yeah, exactly. Like, don't even bother to answer any questions.
I mean, that would be great. Yeah, and I think in like
I love that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that in like the English dub version, they actually translate it on screen as like something else.
Yeah, that was a very awkward translation.
Yeah, which is part of what makes this movie great, is whether or not it's his sister, or his girlfriend, or whatever. Play the trumpet at this hour. Like, that's not even that's not even close.
No, like, yeah, I'm surprised they allow him to have one at all.
That's the thing about this prison; it doesn't make any sense, and it's great.
That's what I love about it. What is he singing?
I don't know. Nobody will ever know what he is singing. He pissed off the wrong people.
Mm-hmm.
I like how they're saying kid, but most of them are like younger than him.
God, whoa.
Yeah,
they all step back.
Somehow they have that in a prison.
Oh, classic. Yeah, how did he hide that?
Oh, hi. Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh my god, that's exactly how they spelled it.
Cracking open more.
Oh, because that's his name.
Yeah. That would be a terrible name.
Fuck.
Let Centipede go. The prisoners' names in this movie are gold.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Oh man. I was hoping somebody would use that.
It's so satisfying, too.
In
It's
slow
like...
motion.
Oh!
Bada bing. Damn.
That is terrible. God, I could hear those hooks clicking in my soul.
Huh.
Hi.
Oh, new weapon.
Okay, no, here it is. Here's
Oh,
the
God.
thing about his eyeball.
What? No way.
His fucking glass eye is a mint carrier. Like, where the fuck did they get this?
How did they even come up with that idea?
Like, shit if I know, but it's gold.
It is gold. Man, I wish I'd thought of that.
What, do you have a character with a glass eye in the Blood Roses of Picardy?
Yeah.
Did I pronounce that correctly? Because I've been trying to figure out if it was
Picardy.
Picardy. Okay. I was thinking like Bacardi, because I'm an alcoholic.
Oh my god. Hey.
How is your alcoholic? Oh no! Wait, Andrew, you do not know. Actually, you don't know that one yet. I'm gonna have to let you know about that one. Ooh.
The cross thing is a bit much.
Yeah.
I love it though.
I love this frame of the film. Like just any of the frames where he's standing in front of that gate. Any of those frames are good. Here's where shit gets real. Look at this.
Mm-hmm. Oh, was that glitter?
It's
Oh, broken glass.
it's what ninjas used to use. It's called a black. Well, when ninjas did it, it was called a black egg, and it was an egg that had the yolk and egg white taken out, and the shell was still intact, and they would paint it black, and then they would fill it with dirt and like broken shards of glass, and then when they wanted to get away, they would break it in their hands and throw it in somebody's face. Pocket sand.
Yeah, honestly, but like much worse.
There we go. You got a Ricky, your tops.
Just the tops.
The top.
Swell guy, Ricky.
The four tops. The Supremes.
Hey, I love the four tops.
I'm not going to pretend to know
No.
any Four Tops.
They did that Sugar Pie Honey Bunch song.
Ah.
Yeah, that's them.
Well, yeah, he just had the tendons cut in his arm.
Crippled like a sandbag. Whoa!
Just smacks the back of the dude's head and he loses an eye.
And then the crows immediately, like,
But watch.
no, Ricky. Ricky, no. You, oh.
Yes. He just fucking did that. He just tied
Wow.
the tendons in his arm back together. And now he can fight. Is this not the greatest fucking thing ever?
Yeah, I'd honestly kill myself too. I wouldn't want, like, that would scare me. Like, just.
Oh yeah, here's that famous I'll strangle you with your own intestines kind of thing.
Yeah. Huh. Gang of Four reference.
Well, no, there are actually 4 like badass dudes like that in this prison. Wait.
Oh.
Like they didn't even have to show it for me to love that.
That's incredible.
And that's the only time they do that. With the fucking skull effect.
I love these translations. Ricky's superb.
It honestly is great. The English dub is cheesy as hell too. It's pretty entertaining. But honestly, I love the kind of poor translation from Mandarin to English.
Yeah. And then yeah, he's gonna lift the whole damn crucifix.
He's Jesus. This is a Jodorowsky film.
Oh my god.
Automatic. Suddenly, this is. I mean, look, blood spraying everywhere, crosses. This is a Jodorowsky film. Done and done.
Suddenly, it's art.
And you can't tell me otherwise, because Jodorowsky films are like. I mean, when there's blood in those movies, the blood flies.
Oh yeah, a lot. They're not for the weak of heart.
Oh yeah. I was trying to get one of my friends to watch The Holy Mountain. And he canceled on me multiple times. Ooh!
Yeah.
Hell yeah. He canceled on me like every time I was like, hey, let's watch it. And I was like, you fucking piece of shit. How dare you? He's like, I want to see it.
So
I'm like, dude, it's great. Like, and he's like a film student. Like he hasn't seen any Jodorowsky films. Like, how are you in film school?
Yeah, that's weird.
Although I do think now that I have, if you've got the guts, I do think though after rewatching it, Santa Sangre might be my favorite Jodorowsky film.
Really?
I think it might be. I mean, it's got the darkest tone out of all of them, and it's easily the most violent out of all of them, and it is the most straightforward. But even though it's straightforward by Jodorowsky standards, which is still fucking out there. I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to rewatch The Holy Mountain and El Topo again before I can decide. And I need to see A Dance of Reality, one of his more recent ones.
You know that Peter Gabriel contributed creatively to El Topo.
Really?
Yeah, he was like on an ideas team that Jodorowsky put together.
Damn.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
El Topo
was he like playing that
great.
leaf?
Yeah. He plays the fucking leaf.
It's a nice trumpet he's got there.
Yeah, all it needs is comb over.
Playing the trumpet at this hour?
Am I breaking this thing? Okay, no, I'm good. Oh!
What?
No. I just. Okay, good. I didn't break any of my expensive anime figures
Oh my god.
because I bought more at the convention. Because I'm a monster. I
Yeah.
still have to tell you the stories. Some of the
Do
horror
it.
stories
I'm
I
really
had.
looking forward to it. Ugh. I gotta say, what helps is that I like Riki-Oh as a character.
Oh no, he is a great character because he's just like he's the righteous good.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I like that they didn't make him an anti-hero.
Oh no, he is. That's one of the problems I have with a lot of like badass characters. Is that some of the times they're anti-heroes and it kind of pisses me off.
Yeah. It's like you can be a badass character and
And
not be,
be the best guy ever. Like
Yeah. Whoa. He gave him his trumpet.
and shit, what was it? This fucking moment is so good.
That was amazing.
What's interesting about Santa Sangre is that, like a lot of Jodorowsky films, Roger Ebert loved the movie, and he said it was one of the greatest horror films he had ever seen because it didn't glorify evil and violence. It was a straight up good against evil story.
Right.
Which I'm so happy I rewatched Santa Sangre because I didn't like it the first time, and the second time I was like, oh, this is great. Which the English title for the film is Holy Blood. That's what Santa Sangre translates to.
I wonder what Gene Shalit thought of it.
He probably thought it was terrible, just like he thought of The fucking Shining.
He didn't think The Shining was terrible.
Look, all I gotta say is that you realize what those leaps were. They were from poppy plants.
Oh, that's a big deal.
Yeah. They're growing fucking heroin. And they're growing opium specifically in this fucking prison. That's a plot point.
This is like late stage capitalism, the movie.
It really is. Oh, so did I forget to? I like how the mirror isn't even a mirror; it's fucking tile.
Oh my god! I just
noticed that, and I've seen this movie like 30 times. Like I've seen this so many times, and I only just noticed. I guess it makes sense, but why even have a thing for a mirror?
That's like on par with like the rubber tarp curtains and things.
In fucking things, yes. Or on par with the fucking lion in the background of Samurai Cop.
Oh my god.
Samurai Cop is so bad.
Yeah, I'm honestly not a fan.
Yeah, I didn't think it was that like great either. I think it's one of those movies you probably have to watch with some friends in order to really enjoy.
Yeah.
That lion was hilarious though. I could never get over that one. I want to see the second one, Samurai Cop 2: Savage Vengeance, which has Tommy Wiseau in it.
Really? Oh my god.
Oh no.
How did that even happen? I love it.
Yeah. But no, it has Tommy Wiseau in it. The sequel does. I'm pretty sure Tommy Wiseau is like the villain.
Huh.
I have not seen it yet.
I haven't seen it either.
But look what they fucking did to him. They fucking skinned him.
Straight up like Predator 2.
Straight up like fucking Predator Martyrs, Bill Paxton, rest in peace.
Oh my god.
He was in Predator 2.
He was?
Yeah, he's the only man. He's the only actor to play characters that were killed by the Terminator, Predator, and Alien. The only actor.
Oh, yeah. I actually prefer Predator 2 to the first one, from what I remember.
I mean, I like 2 because the setting is really cool.
Yeah.
Like, you know, putting the Predator in fucking LA is like perfect. And the like gangs in the movie are pretty interesting, and the fucking Jamaican gang who's like, I'm gonna take your soul, and he's like painting blood on the dude as he's hanging him upside down. Like, that was cool. I don't know. I prefer Schwarzenegger just being like, you're one ugly motherfucker.
I like Predator 2 more because it feels more like a horror movie.
Oh no, I could definitely see that, because the first Predator movie is definitely more of an action movie. I'd still call it a horror movie, but it's first and foremost an action science fiction film.
Yeah.
The second one does feel almost like a slasher film at times.
Yeah, and it's genuinely creepy at a lot of points.
Yeah. Although, oh, there goes the poppy. Even though those are fucking like.
Those look like roses.
Yeah, those were roses.
I love this movie.
It really is fucking beautiful. Shit, what was I gonna say? Although I'll never forget when I first watched Predator, the first one when I was a kid, and I saw those 4 guys hanging from the trees after they'd been skinned. That was absolutely fucking horrifying to me.
Oh yeah.
I haven't watched that movie in years though.
It's been a while for me too.
You grow opium in the cells. That's not a cell. That's a fucking greenhouse, Ricky.
Yeah. Whatever.
Put shit together.
Same difference.
Shit together. If you want to take it somewhere, take it somewhere. Take it to the shit store. Put it in a shit museum. Just get your shit together.
Love it. Nice reference.
Yeah, that you wouldn't know of without me.
I mean, yeah, sure.
Look, you can't tell me you would have actually watched Rick and Morty on your own if I wouldn't have told you about it.
No, because I don't know anyone who does, so.
Exactly.
I would not have.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of movies recently, so when we get to the what we watched, it's going to be a long one.
Nice.
Like, over the past week, I've watched about 20 movies alone.
Really?
Yeah. I've been on it.
Damn.
Watching a lot of really terrible movies I find on Hulu.
Huh.
I hit your muscle in a fatal spot. Your muscle. Like, not muscles. I guess the heart is one big muscle. I mean, the heart is one big muscle, technically, so.
I guess it could be that one, yeah. If that's what she was talking about. And that would be fatal.
Yeah, in the manga, that dude does the pressure points is like a dwarf. And I think it would have been really entertaining if they would have got it. If they would have gotten a dwarf for the live action film. I didn't know that until recently when I started reading it. Because he wasn't that way in the manga, in the anime either. I mean,
I want to see that Portuguese vampire / dwarf exploitation film.
I don't want to. No, more mints.
God, the eye mints.
There's mostly some good fucking mints.
Yeah.
Why so serious?
He dropped the fucking eye.
Uh-oh.
This guy should have been the Joker in the Batman films.
He should have. The fucking warden's coming back soon. The actual warden.
Huh.
Yeah, once the warden shows up, shit gets really real. Burning the poppies.
Poppies, quote unquote.
Well, no, there were poppies in fucking what was it, Wizard of Oz?
Yeah, I'm just saying they were obviously not poppy plants.
Yeah.
In this movie.
Look, I don't know what poppy plants look like. I don't make opium. Look, he's undoing the fucking pressure point just by hitting himself.
He's perfect.
Ricky is the baddest badass ever, which is why it bothers me that this film hasn't like the film nor the manga has found a big mainstream like audience yet. Like I have yet to go to a fucking anime convention and see any action figures for Riki-Oh, which pisses me off because I think an action figure would be kick ass.
Oh yeah.
He's just got fucking knitting needles, like.
Oh, that hurts.
Oh yeah, he's got a lot of them.
Riki-Oh can take it. Oh damn, looking like Hellraiser in here.
Like fucking Gulliver's Travels.
Oh my god. Okay.
With
or
Jack Black.
I actually own that one.
Jesus Christ.
No.
Zero Alarm.
I know. Damn. You're really vexing me.
I've never
Love
really
the
heard
translations.
That.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that phrase said ever.
Same. Nice.
Like he was just struggling to get out of that, and then he just suddenly gets out of it. Like,
damn. Breaks through the wall. Okay.
Like that door literally was a sheet of fucking like ironed out aluminum foil.
Oh yeah.
Like, what kind of Looney Tunes shit is that?
Yeah. Exactly. The cement on him dry. That's like some fucking Wile E. Coyote, like Daffy Duck crap.
Fucking Wile E. Coyote, Daffy Duck, fucking Tom and Jerry level shit.
Yeah, Tom and Jerry.
Oh my god, wait till you see the Warden's son. The Warden's son is just like, what? I love this movie too much.
It's honestly amazing.
Like, the fact that you've never seen it before legitimately bothers me because it's just like, it's like a perfect cult film.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
It's got a,
Oh, shit. Oh, they woke up.
woke. Woke as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Like, look at him. He looks like Judge Doom from fucking Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Oh my god. Those fucking sneakers.
He's Bulby.
Oh my god. Did you say he's Bulby?
He looks like Bulby.
He does.
Like he's got Halloween pins on his little fucking like jacket.
Oh my god.
That kid ate so much shit right there.
His dad looks like the Candyman dude. I'm forgetting his name right now.
Tony Todd.
Tony Todd, yes. He
Tony
looks a little like
Todd.
Tony Todd.
Kind of, actually. I'm now seeing this. This prisoner did it.
Oh man, not anymore. That did not make any sense.
Yeah, it doesn't have to.
This is Riki-Oh.
It's like Dr. Death said and Puppet Master Retro. If one eye is better than two eyes, then none is better than one.
Classic.
That's one of the only things I can remember from fucking Puppet Master Retro. Is that very vague quote.
That makes like no sense.
Even in context, it makes no sense.
Yeah. I mean, I do like that one, but it's still ridiculous.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's still pretty good, though. Like, fighting fucking mummies. Like, oh.
Yeah.
That's what the Tom Cruise mummy should have been.
Right? Everyone hates it.
I'm going to have to see it eventually, because I love the mummy too much not to.
I wish they would have just made it good. Like,
yeah, Brendan Fraser is all on social media like, man, you shouldn't have tried to fix what wasn't broken.
no fucking way.
Yeah, he's like,
really?
yeah, he's on, like, he posts something on Instagram, like, with the hashtag #NotMyMummy, and
no way.
And he's like, man, you guys shouldn't have tried to, fix what wasn't broken, like talking about his mummy movies, and I'm like, oh, no. Brendan, you haven't done anything recently. Come back, do another mummy movie. And the thing is, they make this mummy movie as trying to start their own dark universe of like all canon to each other monster movies that are remakes of the classics. Yet this, and they're like, okay, well, let's take, like, let's just take horror, like, let's make it a really kind of dumb action movie then, and fucking ruin it basically. And they're like, if this performs well, we'll keep making the Dark Universe films. This movie, apparently, the Mummy movie is really underperforming, and the Dark Universe isn't going to even start.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of glad, because that way they don't get to ruin all of the rest of them. True.
I heard, though, that there was a segment at the beginning of the Mummy movie that straight up references, like, other classic monsters. And I even heard they reference, like, the fucking Phantom of the Opera and Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde in this, like, intro segment. Which is interesting. Yeah. But, honestly, they should have done what they did with the fucking Wolfman remake that had Benicio del Toro in it. I mean, a lot of people hated that movie, but at least it was an R-rated, dark, violent werewolf movie, and it wasn't just like he turns into a wolf. He's still a wolf man. It's perfect. Like, it's not a perfect movie, but I thought it was a good fucking remake of the wolf.
Yeah.
But no, they didn't, and then they had to do fucking I, Frankenstein, which sucked, and Dracula Untold, which also sucked. I didn't see either of those, but I know they did. I don't have to see them.
Yeah, I didn't bother either.
Like, I don't care about the the Dracula movies as much as I do the Mummy movies.
Yeah.
Even though
we haven't had, in my opinion, we haven't had a good Frankenstein movie since the original.
Oh no, definitely. Like, we haven't.
Which is a shame. Like,
well, not since Bride.
Well, I guess I wasn't counting that, but yeah, I like Bride too.
Because Bride is technically the sequel, so. And
yeah, I like Bride.
Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein.
Okay, I don't really count that.
Those are still Universal movies, so they're still canon technically.
Okay.
I don't know. Fucking fuck.
Ooh, yeah.
Reanimator.
Damn. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god.
So satisfying.
Oh my god.
Wait, this one. Oh,
no.
Fuck yeah. I am not an animal.
Oh damn.
I mean, I make jokes, but The Elephant Man is such a depressing movie. And it's easily David Lynch's second best to Eraserhead.
I really need to see it.
It's like, who the fuck was? Who was the Elephant Man? I think it was John. Yeah, I think it was John Hurt.
I'm not sure.
Let me check. I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah, it was John Hurt. And Anthony Hopkins was the doctor who was like really nice to him. But still, John Hurt was able to perform so well and emote so much through all of that makeup. It's beautiful.
That's a lot of talent.
Oh yeah, it's a shame. Shame he passed away.
Yeah.
Rubbish. Are you just sitting on a couch just trying to find a way to sit comfortably?
Yeah.
Story of my life.
My dog is snoring next to me.
No, I hear it. I hear it.
Oh yeah.
It's
he snores loud.
It's pretty loud.
Yeah. And then my cat now. All of my fucking animals.
Yeah, my one animal left my room. And I told him, never come back because you're annoying me.
Damn.
Look, if he's going to go whine to be in here, and then I put him up on the bed like he wants, and then he gets down after a minute and fucking leaves, that's on him.
That's what my cat does.
I like how he literally said he can't just throw them away like some dirty tablecloth. Like, is that really a fucking saying?
Maybe in China.
Ancient Chinese secret, huh?
Oh my god. What?
You fucking dog snoring.
Yeah. He snores so damn loud.
I like how he said summon all the prisoners, and like this handful of like 30 guys is apparently all the prisoners in the entire fucking prison. Like, what?
Perfect movie.
And the fucking warden's wearing like a matador outfit. Look, this is just like that scene in Female Prisoner Scorpion too, when they're like digging the hole.
Oh yeah.
And then they tell her, and then they're like, okay, bury her alive. I'm about to like break down and buy the Female Prisoner Scorpion box set.
Oh no way.
Because the price has gone down. It's like $60 now.
Really?
And it was like 75. So
Now I'm tempted.
yeah, like honestly, I'm really tempted. Like I'm gonna try and save like $20 for the next couple weeks and then buy it.
I mean, that's definitely doable.
Like totally. And the thing is, it's limited to like 3,000, but I don't think it's selling very quickly. A, because those films are good, but they don't have a big draw to them.
Right.
And B, because of the price. Some people don't want to justify spending even $60 on a box set of a limited edition box set.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I could almost barely justify spending 70 on it, but now that it's 60, oh hell yeah.
Yeah, same. I'll probably get it.
Slap, 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 clap, 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 slap, 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 clap, clap, clap.
God.
Listen, he has to stay buried for 7 days.
He can do it. He's Ricky.
Yeah. Exactly.
That ain't shit to him. Is that like a Rottweiler? Like a fucking junkyard dog?
Yeah. Now, I said Sick'em Boy, but what I heard was Chopper Sick Balls. I like how they just showed, like in this movie previously, they and they all have lighters for some reason. They like made it clear that everybody has their own cell, and then suddenly they're all in like one cell, like.
I love the lack of continuity, honestly.
Also, he's somehow playing the trumpet through that thing, even though he broke it. Playing the trumpet at this late of an hour. Oh.
Should be ashamed.
Oh!
No. God.
He kicked that dog in half. Like, you can't even be pissed off about that,
Yeah,
about a
that's
dog
insane.
dying, because it's so crazy. No, time for more backstory. See, but I think the backstory segments, which are kind of boring, come at the right times, because it's like after you've gotten a good dose of the violence and action, you get this.
Yeah, I mean, they're not terrible.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, they're definitely the slow parts of the movie, but they're not unwatchable.
No.
I mean, the first few segments in the
Not
fucking
like-
graveyard, I think are kind of like not really that interesting, but this, this is where shit happens. You gotta get that Szechuan sauce.
Oh my
You know,
God.
I heard that McDonald's is actually gonna bring that back.
Really?
Straight up.
Damn.
And the thing is, like, there's a theory that McDonald's already had the plan to do it, and that they were like, hey, this is a popular show. How about we like do a tie with you guys, and like you guys can make a bunch of money, and we'll make a bunch of money because you'll be advertising our sauce.
Right.
And you'll also be doing it through 90s fucking nostalgia. And it's like, so that's like a double-edged sword. Some people are thinking that they did that, and I would honestly believe it, but.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, why this is,
Oh, what?
Look at that fucking dummy drop. It's
I'm surprised they didn't have it explode on impact.
yeah.
Like I'm honestly shocked they didn't do that.
Like if just an arm would have fallen off, like it was a mannequin, that would have been gold as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but here's the revenge portion. It's a revenge subplot that is literally only important to the movie because it's how he got into the fucking prison. Like, you could have made this its own movie.
Yeah. I love how they introduce it like when the movie's almost over.
Well, it's called storytelling.
Oh yeah.
But it doesn't matter. Oh!
Oh, wowee.
Look at that dent.
Whoo!
Yeah, in the manga, he actually survives that and ends up a beggar.
Huh.
Yeah, that's something I learned while reading it, and I was like, Jesus. Yeah, because in the manga, they actually, like, the warden, the assistant warden actually, like, sends somebody out to find out what's going on with him, like, how he got in prison. Because they know he's in there for murder, but they don't know why. And then they actually go out and have him and have somebody investigate it. And then he encounters the drug dealer he killed. Well, didn't kill, but fucking practically killed. Right? He made the man practically a vegetable. A punch to the head like that, I think, would do that to anybody.
Yeah, if it didn't kill him.
Fire up those memes, eh? Shut the fuck. You're a fucking monster. I like how they get him with like one grab. Like, what is this, a claw machine?
Yeah.
They got the teddy bear just by the tag.
Oh my god.
He's dead. What a tragedy.
He's alive. Just asleep. He's sleeping. Playing the trumpet at this hour?
Wait. Again, breaks through the
No.
chains like they're nothing. Like, why didn't he just get out?
Right?
Like, I guess he's a man of his word.
Yeah, I guess.
Don't be putting more shit in the chat. I see we got one viewer. So either that's you. So either that's you, or there's somebody actually watching this fucking terrible stream. That I literally, like, at this point, I don't even do this to entertain. I just do this because it's fun as hell.
Yeah, same.
Fucking Christ. It's meme as hell. I feel it. A wolf and a pig can't be friends.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Fucking
okay.
wrench.
Smacked with a wrench. That's quite a trap they've got him in.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Razor blades. Look, he's
What's
an edgy
that
emo
for?
kid.
Oh.
No, just to make it worse.
Oh, man.
Only a movie like Riki-Oh can do something like that, like legit.
Yeah. How is he supposed to talk, though? He's gonna be all cut up.
Because it's like an old cartoon.
His tongue will just grow back.
No, it's like an old cartoon. Like if somebody, like, gets shot and they just spit out the bullet. Bring the machine.
What could that be?
I don't even remember. I've brought something for you to eat.
Nice.
Real hip hop. Just quote out of context memes because I can.
Damn dog.
Fucking Christ. This needs to stop. The hip hop witch.
Oh my god.
Did you watch that yet?
Soon.
Soon enough.
Nice. Nice. Classic goof.
It's just a goof and a gaff. Oh!
Oh. Oh.
He lost his real eye.
Huh. At least he still has the one with the mitts.
Look how much Ricky cares. He's such a nice guy. He doesn't deserve this.
Yeah. I love it. Oh, damn. He's about to avenge him.
Punch him.
Punch him. Oh my god. Nice. Oh, wowee.
And you look, you notice he's holding a fucking pickaxe. So he cut his arm off in one swipe with a fucking pickaxe. How?
That's some good movie magic right
Speaking
there.
of which, I'm wearing my fucking My Bloody Valentine shirt. My limited
Nice.
edition one. Oh, it's so good. Ooh.
Oh, man.
Take me to your leader.
God.
I'm telling you, that kid needs a bit of the old slap, 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 clap, clap, clap.
Like, that's brilliant.
Uh-oh. Oh!
Oh, man.
Into a fucking grinder.
That's classy.
That's how you do it.
Right through the wall.
I will put you through that fucking wall. Ricky! I want a movie where Ricky fights Rocky Balboa in a match to the death.
I don't know if that would be fair.
Somehow Rocky would win on a technicality.
Rocky's just a man.
Well, so is Ricky, technically. In the manga, he's like a demon child, but in the film, he's just human. He just had some really good training.
Too good.
Warden, help.
Oh my god.
Yeah, those are air-rated bullets.
Nice. Oh man. That was cool. Smoking a cigar.
Help me fix Ricky.
Oh, nice. Oh no.
Come on. Ricky can't lose. He's fucking Ricky.
Yeah, no way. Riki-Oh versus Hulk Hogan versus the Hulkster. In his prime.
The smell was just like napalm in my mind.
Oh, nice.
I'm Cocaine Man, Randy Savage.
Oh my god.
I'll cripple you so you can never kill again. Oh!
Oh, wow. Okay, that's not what I was expecting.
Fucking pretzel.
Oh my god.
I like how they have their own private rooms in this fucking prison, like the warden does.
Yeah.
Must be a master of kung fu.
Oh man,
Now, come on, sit here and tell me this isn't the greatest martial arts film you've ever seen.
it's not, but it's really great. What on earth?
Yeah.
No.
When his
This is
face
like-
bulges out like that, it's gold.
It was like the death scene in Mutilations.
Oh, never forget.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. In the movie, this is absolutely fucking unexplained. Like, he just suddenly turns into a demon man. But in the fucking manga, it's actually explained how he can do that. I mean, it's still like
How is it?
it's still like stupid, like mumbo jumbo. I got some really badass kung fu training, but at
Oh,
least it's an explanation. Here, it's no explanation at all. He just says
Yeah.
he's a master of kung fu, and that's it.
I kind of love it with no explanation.
True. And look, you can see how it's like a suit. Like the skin is like kind of flapping around. Like you can totally
Yeah.
tell it's a dude in a rubber suit. The lips don't even match up with what he's saying.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Right into the grinder.
Here's the scene that stained him red for 3 days.
Oh, I see it. Wow, yeah, it's not stopping. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Damn. Damn.
Yeah, this movie is fucking wild. Look at me, I'm stealing your sayings now. It's also hypnotic.
Oh my god. That's the classic one. Hypnotic.
Hashtag never forget hypnotic.
Oh my gosh.
This is another thing I absolutely love about this movie. Watch this.
No. A triple take.
He literally could have broken that wall the entire time.
Yeah.
And now he's releasing dangerous criminals into the public.
Bravo. Bravo indeed.
Yeah, on like the HD remaster, when the wall falls, you can actually see wires pulling the fucking bricks.
No.
Yeah,
No.
on the remastered
That's
version.
amazing.
It's pretty great.
Well,
It's magnifique. It's a good Italian meal. See, that is my favorite martial arts film ever. Ever.
I understand.
And then in 2011, a bunch of Italian guys got together and made a movie that's practically a remake of this, called Adam
No.
Chaplin. I'm not joking. Adam Chaplin is basically a remake of this. It's about a guy trying to avenge his wife's death, and he has like demonic superpowers, and he can punch through people.
Huh.
Okay, yeah, but that was Riki-Oh, the story of Ricky. That movie never gets old for me, honestly. Like it's too good.
That was honestly incredible. I can't believe it took me this long to watch it, since I love martial arts movies and
You love weird movies and you love gore films, like
yeah.
Like it's.
What took me so long?
I mean, I would say it would be the fact that it's like connected to anime, but you didn't know that. So
yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah.
So yeah, you didn't know that. Scoat. It's the only mouthwash you can drink. Do you have anything that you've watched in the past month?
Very little. I haven't actually sat down to watch a movie. I've only watched, like, if someone wants, me to, like my mom really wanted me to watch the new Fantastic Beasts movie, which I thought was very bad. Did not enjoy it. Embarrassingly bad. And then I saw Wonder Woman, which is actually very good, but that's it. That's it.
You told me you watched Wonder Woman, and I was like, hey, Andrew hates superhero movies.
Yeah, I was surprised I liked it.
How did he like a movie like Wonder Woman? Okay.
I thought I was going to hate it, but I didn't.
I gotta remember. Did we? The last time we streamed, I think that was before my review of Halloween of Hack-O-Lantern.
Yeah, it was. I think
it was. Did I talk about the Hills Have Eyes in the last one? The Hills Have Eyes Part 2, I mean.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so then we're at like Hack-O-Lantern onward. So, all right, prepare yourself. I watched Hack-O-Lantern, which I reviewed. Did you watch my review?
I haven't yet.
Oh, you haven't? Well, a pretty entertaining little slasher flick, not gonna lie. Nothing absolutely amazing, but as far as like movies that are like obviously trying to be Halloween goes, it's one of the better ones. Like, it's very obvious it's trying to be a Halloween-esque, Halloween-themed slasher film. And honestly, it's one of the better ones out there. Like, there's one I've told you about before called Offerings. That's like a beat-for-beat ripoff of Halloween. This Hack-O-Lantern's actually pretty good. And it's also known as the Halloween Night and Death Mask. Like, yeah. Oh, fuck. Okay, good. I didn't spill anything. I thought I spilled something.
See, I didn't know that they actually released Hack-O-Lantern yet.
Yeah, technically it was supposed to come out the 9th of May, but it got delayed until, like, the beginning of this month.
Okay. Did not know that.
Yeah. I'm going to have to pick up that Blu-ray release of it. I liked it. And I'm sure the price is going to go down after a little bit. Once it hits like 25, I'll grab it. Right now it's at 30, which it was at like 35 when it came out. I watched Teenage Slumber Party Nightmare, which I told you about. It's that really terrible fucking wannabe slasher flick that the gore in it is fucking ketchup, and it's not entertaining or interesting in the fucking slightest, and it legitimately is upsetting that this movie exists somehow.
Is it actually ketchup?
Yeah, like there's a scene where a dude gets a power drill to the head, and you see like what is supposed to be like a hole in his head and like a chunk of brain or some teared flesh, and it's literally just a circle of fucking ketchup on his head.
No.
And like, there's a scene where he puts a pillow. They obviously did this for budget reasons. He puts a pillow over the girl's face and then drills through it to like drill her head, and it's literally him. He's just drilling a fucking pillowcase full of ketchup.
That's amazing.
It's bad, like so bad. Speaking of bad, I saw Alien Covenant, which I'm very disappointed in. Like, I didn't expect to be as mad or upset or disappointed at the film. I mean, I'll be honest, it's kind of entertaining as a bad movie, but like for all the people who complained about Prometheus, no, this is the movie you should fucking hate. Like Prometheus had problems, but it was still at least interesting and, you know, kind of helped build up the Alien universe. This just is bad.
Right.
Night of the Demon, the only fucking Sasquatch movie where he rips off a dude's dick. So yeah, if you want to see fucking Bigfoot rip a guy's dick off, it's hilarious. And it's a fairly gory movie too, which it's satisfying as hell to watch. Let's see. I watched another Oshima Nagisa film. I watched Violence at Noon, his one from 1966. And it's about two women that have to like come to terms with the fact that one of them is married to, and the other one is like a very good friend to this guy, and they realize that he's actually a serial murderer and rapist. And they have to kind of come to terms with that. And one of them is like, the one who's married to him is like absolutely appalled, and the other one wants to help him kind of go into hiding after they find out who he is. It's a very good, like, dark drama.
Yeah, sounds rough.
Speaking of dark, I watched Dark City from 1998 from the director of The Crow. And like I told you, it's the Metropolis of the 90s, and it really is. Like, if you ever watch it, though, I would recommend watching the director's cut, because if you watch the theatrical cut has an opening narration, and that's like literally one of the only differences. But the theatrical cut with the opening narration basically ruins the big reveal of the film at the end.
Oh. I don't want that one.
Yeah, it straight up spoils it. I watched The Horrors of Spider Island, and yeah, people get fucking stuck on an island with giant spiders, and then when they get bitten, they turn into spider people. It's not as fun as it sounds, and it's actually really boring.
Damn, that sucks.
It was on Mystery Science Theater in the 90s. Oh, I saw Baywatch, which again is like it's bad, but it's at least somewhat entertaining. It has I think it's giggle worthy. Like there are people who are giving it 1 out of 10, and I'm like, it's not that bad. I mean, it's bad, but
yeah, I mean, like Gooby is a 1 out of 10.
Yeah,
and it's no Gooby.
I watched Vampire in Brooklyn. Finally, Vampire in fucking Brooklyn. Such an entertaining movie. I never thought that I would want to see Eddie Murphy as like a fucking vampire, but I honestly want another. Like, I honestly want a remake of Blackula with Eddie Murphy.
Same.
Well, Eddie Murphy in the 90s, not Eddie Murphy now.
Yeah.
I don't think it would work with him now.
Not Daddy Daycare, Eddie Murphy.
Oh, God, don't mention that around me. Okay. So, I watched Bubba the Redneck Werewolf.
Nice.
And this movie is, like, shot on a really low budget. And there are scenes where where characters are out driving at night. And it is beyond obvious that they are driving during the day and that they just put, like, a fucking, like, gray filter on it to make it look like night. Because you can see the sun reflecting off the fucking windshields. Like,
that's exactly like in a Halloween Puppy.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, like, honestly, but it's pretty entertaining. It's like this redneck guy who's a dog catcher gets turned into a werewolf when he sells his soul to the devil. And the devil, like, shows up to him, and he's like, well, I want to be stronger, and I want to protect everybody in the county. And the devil's like, well, I can do that, and I'll throw in a 4-slice toaster. And he turns him around, and suddenly it's like a game show, and there's a red curtain and a lady there with, like, the fucking toaster, like. And then he's like, I'll also throw in this vegetable peeler. And he's like, you mean I get that if I sign the contract? He's like, well, you took too long. Vegetable peeler's off the table now. Like,
oh, man.
the devil character, like the guy who plays the devil in the movie, is playing it perfectly. Honestly, like he's pretty entertaining. And basically, more people sell their souls to the devil in this town, and then he has to stop the devil as a redneck werewolf.
Is that one that you watched on Hulu?
Yes. Oh,
Nice.
I watched Beware the Blob, the second Blob movie from the early 70s, shot by none other than fucking JR from Dallas.
Oh yeah, you told me that.
And when it was released in on DVD, it was called the tagline for the movie was "The film that JR shot."
That's hilarious.
And honestly, it's a pretty fun, entertaining, bad creature feature movie. And I had fun with it. I had a lot of fun with it. It recently got a Blu-ray release a couple years back, which is great.
Huh.
I watched Evil Ed, the special Ed edition cut, which is the extended version that's never been available anywhere until now on the new Blu-ray release, which is this new Blu-ray release, so beautiful.
Nice.
I just fucking licked my Blu-ray of Evil Ed. Yeah, there's a couple scenes, extra scenes in it that add some more depth to the main character, which is pretty good. And it's pretty good. It's a good cut. I think it's as good as the original cut that I saw and reviewed on my channel so many years back. I watched Return of the Living Dead 4 Necropolis, which was the TV movie sci-fi original. And
nice.
It's bad. Not as fun bad as Rave to the Grave is, because at least Rave to the Grave is ridiculous and it is fun in it and how ridiculous it is. This one tries to play itself fairly seriously. Although there are bionic cyborg zombies.
Oh, that's cool.
That this dude has to fight, and it turns out it's actually the dude's dead parents as well.
Huh.
I watched the original Piranha, directed by Joe Dante.
Right.
And it's pretty fun little creature feature movie. I like it. Not as good as Jaws, which it's supposed to be a ripoff of Jaws, but it's not as good. But it's still really fun, and it's got some good gore. The effects for the piranhas eating people is really cheesy and funny. I had fun with it. I watched Cry Wolf finally after owning it for a while. And I honestly, I didn't love it. I would say I enjoyed it. It's an interesting kind of slasher film, and I do love that fucking John Bon Jovi he's the fucking teacher and he gets killed. I loved that. I have no idea how much I absolutely loved it and how much it kind of went for a April Fool's Day kind of twist. It was all just one big prank. That's pretty good. I've only seen that one other time, and that was in April Fool's Day. I watched Sundown Vampire and Retreat, which is a vampire movie with David Carradine and Bruce Campbell.
Huh.
It's about a reclusive vampire who runs this small town of vampires, and they don't want to continue to kill people and have to drink their blood. So they're having a human scientist who doesn't know that they're vampires, by the way, make them a synthetic blood that they can live on. And Bruce Campbell plays Van Helsing in this movie. And he shows up and he's really goofy and fun. The movie overall is pretty entertaining. It's not a must see, but I'd say it's pretty fun for what it is. It's on that set with Blood Diner. So,
I have that one.
Yeah, it's on that set with Blood Diner, and it's pretty good. Also, all the vampires in the town can go out in the sun because they all wear sunscreen. It's that kind of goofy, and
I like that.
It's pretty fun. I had fun with it. It's directed by the same guy who did Waxwork.
Oh,
but
cool.
It's not as good as Waxwork. I saw Raw. Finally saw Raw. Jesus, did I love this movie. So much. I don't even want to talk about it. That's how much I love it. So I'm not going to.
Okay.
I watched Bloodsucking Bastards, which is a vampire comedy, and it's essentially about these guys who are working in a they're working a shitty office job, and their new boss is a vampire, and they're like trying to prove it, and then he's turning everybody else into vampires, and then him and like a couple other people at his work decide to go into the vampire den, which is this office building that has no windows, so it's perfect for vampires to work in, and kill all the vampires. And it's a pretty entertaining little horror comedy. I watched Night of the Living Dead 3D, the remake from 2006, that has Sid Haig in it.
Oh, cool.
Oh, God, this movie was bad.
Oh.
Bad. It literally, I'm not joking, opens with the famous car driving down the road from the original Night of the Living Dead. And it even shows the title, Night of the Living Dead, on the screen. And then it pans out to show it's on TV. So therefore, in this universe where this movie is a remake, Night of the Living Dead is just a movie.
Oh, man.
On top of that, the gore effects are uninspired. The characters you don't fucking care about. It's just bad. And, like, you want to do a remake, yet you leave out the famous, like, they're coming to get you, Barbara quote. Like, they left that out. But in the 1990 remake of it that had Tony Todd, they left that quote in. That movie was directed by Tom Savini, by the way. The only movie he ever directed. I watched Silent Retreat, which is one of the movies I got in the horror pack last month.
Nice.
And when I read reviews of this movie, it was like people. I saw a lot of reviews saying it's feminist. You know, it's directed by a woman. It's feminist propaganda. And I wanted to be fair with it. Like, feminist horror films can work. They can. I mean, you know this because of fucking what was it? Remind me, the one you wrote a paper on. Flower, Flesh, and Blood.
Flower, Flesh, and Blood, yeah.
Yeah. This movie is legitimately like this woman commits assault and she goes to a rehab center that instead of going to prison, she gets sent to like a meditation retreat in the woods. And the one rule is you cannot make noise or talk. And this movie, instead of trying to do it like in a kind of clever way, decided to do it very ham-fistedly and just like straight up like makes all of the male characters extremely misogynistic and borderline fucking abusive, and compares the oppression of women currently in the U.S. to being dragged out in the woods and being eaten by a monster. Like oppression is bad. It's bad. I mean, it was worse 50, 60 years ago, but it's still bad today. But to compare it to being eaten by a monster is a little ridiculous, I would say. And it just like it gets really ham-fisted with how the main character starts to like fight back against like, I don't want to be silent. Like it really gets ham-fisted and ridiculous, and it hurt. It hurt to watch.
Oh.
And that kind of hurt me deep down. I watched Gore Verbinski's A Cure for Wellness, his most recent horror movie from this year.
Oh, yeah.
And I wanted to see it. I mean, I told you I wanted to see it. And
right.
I had heard in reviews that it was really bad, so I didn't see it. But then I finally watched it, and it's like nearly 2.5 hours long. Nearly 2.5 hour long movie. But I would say, and do you care if I spoil it? I mean,
no.
Okay. Well, with this movie, the whole thing is like they go to like it's a wellness center. It's a mysterious wellness center where apparently the water from like the spring underneath the mountain they're on is like has healing properties. And the reason the fucking place is there in the first place is because, first of all, it's explained like, oh, well, the reason the place was built there is because there was a baron who like married his sister and the town didn't like that, so they burned the place to the ground and then they built it on top of that. Then they suddenly try to, like, and the movie tries way too hard to be, like, twisty and complicated to the point that it's not, like, complicated. It's stupid. Then they suddenly change it. Oh, no, it was because they were performing medical experiments. Oh, no, it wasn't because the wife was sick. It was because she was infertile. Then what does her being infertile have to do with them finding dried up, mutilated corpses? And then they try to go for the stretch that, oh, these dried up, mutilated corpses were the babies she was carrying. It's like, yeah, but it was clearly stated in the film earlier they were corpses of adults.
Oh, God.
And, yeah, and somehow, like, eels are involved in this somehow. I think the director literally just thought, what would be the worst thing to, like, be force-fed, or what would be the worst thing to be stuck in a bathtub with? Nothing but fucking eels. So they, like, just force eels into this somehow, and that somehow can, like, revive the... Like, and it turns out one of the doctors is actually the fucking Baron, who is somehow still alive after all these years. It's not explained why, and the eels aren't ever explained how that has to do with anything, and the water in the place never has to do with it. He's just somehow still alive, and he pulls off his face in this big, abominable Dr. Phibes kind of reveal, but it's not on par with Phibes. It's honestly just fucking terrible. It's, like, plot-wise, it's really fucking stupid, and I kind of hate it. Like, plot-wise, with how convoluted and stupid it gets, because it's very obvious they're trying to do a, like, oh, we're being complicated and twisty, but we want to do it for a mainstream audience so they can feel smart. But it feels like they're doing that, but it just comes off as just fucking stupid. I will say this, though, it is worth watching, and I think I might actually buy it on, like, Blu-ray. Mainly because the visuals in the film are so nice and on point. Like, it has such a nice visual style. And even though the plot is stupid and convoluted, it's still entertaining and somewhat interesting. And the acting is still pretty good. The effects are good. Like, it's not like the plot is the only bad thing about it. Everything else is great. And yeah, honestly, I actually really like the movie, even though it's bad. Like, the visuals in it are, it has this whole kind of, like, almost, I would kind of want to say retro-futuristic style, how it's supposed to be a modern, like, wellness center / sanitarium / hospital, but all the technology in the place is from the 50s, and it looks like an old facility from the 50s.
That's pretty cool.
It's really interesting. It's, yeah, I would say give it a watch. I thought it was fairly interesting for what it was.
Okay.
Oh, I watched The Haunting from 1963, and I sat in my room. I turned off the lights and watched a nice spooky movie, and it was pretty spooky. I liked it. It was creepy, and I thought I would get bored with it with it almost being 2 hours long, but I didn't get bored at all, and I really liked it, and it was really creepy. It's definitely a old haunted house movie, I would say, that works best if you do watch it, like, by yourself in the dark, and you just kind of sit there in silence and, like, just really get into it. You have to really watch it and get into it for it to really pay off. It was directed by Robert Wise, which he's a fairly famous director. I know he's a fairly famous director. I figured you would, like, know right off the bat who I'm talking about, but I don't. I think he directed West Side Story in, like, the 60s.
Oh,
he directed.
Really?
Yeah, he directed that. He directed The Day the Earth Stood Still in 51. He directed the first Star Trek movie.
He's done a lot.
He directed The Sound of Music.
Damn.
Let me see. He directed The Hindenburg. Oh.
I gotta be honest with you, though. I think West Side Story is probably my least favorite musical film.
I mean, I've never seen it. I just know it's a famous movie.
It is famous.
All right. I watched Outcast from 2010, another horror pack movie I got, like, last year. and it's like about this like witch trying to hide from witch hunters, and I really could not pay attention to it at all because it was just like, I don't know, I could not get into it at all, but I sat through the whole thing, and it was really not that good, and I'm very disappointed.
That sucks.
I watched
yeah.
Yeah.
How many movies that you get from the horror pack that you don't like know about already? How many of them are like quality, and how many of them are like outcast? Like, would you say it's worth it?
I don't really know. I mean, with the most recent horror pack that they sent out, oh my god, it was like 2 Asylum movies and 2 like just fucking like a really bad sci-fi original monster movie and some terrible fucking haunted house movie. Like, it was like 3 haunted house movies and 1 terrible like creature featured like sci-fi original.
Oh. It wasn't like Bigfoot County, was it?
No, I actually watched the one monster movie they sent me, and it wasn't like absolutely unwatchable, but it was still bad. Like, I would never watch it again.
Just
like,
not Bigfoot County bad.
Oh, fuck that movie. I don't even want to talk about it. I mean, I would say it's worth it. Like, some months are better than others. Like, the very first month, I'll never forget, they sent out The Orphanage, which I'd never seen before, and I'd never seen before, and I watched it, and I was like, oh my god, I can't believe I held off on like watching this after all these years of knowing about it. And yeah, that was like one of the first movies they sent out, so that was really cool, you know. And I know they sent out like The Shining once, and they sent out a limited edition like copy of Dead Snow. So sometimes they send out some good stuff. It's very, very hit or miss. I mean, I know a lot of people are complaining about the most recent packs, and even I'll admit the last. Like, the one for last month wasn't too bad, but the one for this month was terrible. Like, one of the worst that they've ever put out. I'm gonna at least stick with them at least until October. That's what that's what I'm gonna say right now. I'm gonna stick with them until October, and if it doesn't get any better, like once we reach October, if it's still bad, I'm probably just gonna unsubscribe. Like, I've been a member of the site for 2 years, and I've been, you know, supporting them for 2 years. Ever since they were a small. Like, I mean, they're still relatively small, but they're in beta. They were in beta, like, when I first signed up.
Oh, damn.
I watched the short film Meatball Machine.
Huh, that sounds fun.
From the 90s, which was later adapted into a Japanese cyberpunk splatter film called Meatball Machine. And, yeah, it's just a bunch of like Tetsuo the Iron Man level body horror nonsense. I watched your favorite fucking biker film, Werewolves on Wheels, and I liked it. It was pretty good overall. I wish it had more like violence in it. Like, honestly, if it had a bit more, like a little bit of gore or something, it really would have grabbed me. I mean, yeah. It's a little slow. I do like how like surreal it was at times, and like how how it is literally just like a biker gang pisses off some Satanists, and then they turn them into werewolves. Like, that's the ultimate movie setup. Like,
yeah, I really like a lot of the like occult sort of imagery in the film.
Oh yeah, no, I dug the movie for what it was. I watched Evangelion 1.0, You Are Not Alone, which is the first Evangelion film, which of the rebuild movies, which are essentially 3 movies right now. There's a 4th one in the works that are remakes of the Evangelion anime, and Evangelion is a fucking is like it's a crazy show involving giant robots and monsters, but there's also like fucking themes of like death and suicide and rebirth and crazy shit like that, and it's fucking weird. And they entrust fucking like 14-year-olds to pilot these fucking giant robots because only children can pilot them.
Huh.
And when they get like linked up to these robots, they feel the pain that like the robots would. So when the main character gets into the robot for the first time, it's technically not a robot. But I'm not going to get into that. like the robot's arm gets fucking snapped the wrong way, and he screams, grabbing his arm because he feels that exact amount of pain.
Oh.
And like the robot gets stabbed through the head, and he's grabbing his fucking eye because he feels it.
Damn.
It's like it's heavy. It's very fucking heavy. I watched The Dark from 1939. 1930, not 1970. This movie was originally going to be directed by Tobe Hooper.
Oh wow!
And he directed like the first quarter of it, and then he quit. So,
why?
I think it had to do with the fact that I don't know why. I think it was just like he didn't like working on the film, and he was just like, "Fuck this! Like I could do something better." And this was like right after Texas Chainsaw. So, fuck off. I see you in the chat. So this movie was originally going to be about this like autistic kid who was bullied, and then his parents locked him in their attic, and then the house burned down, and he became deformed and went on a killing spree. And he went on a killing spree as kind of a zombie serial killer-ish thing. And then after they wrote and directed and like had the movie finished, they had it finished around 1978 when Alien came out. And then they were like, we need to make an Alien movie. So they completely remove the subplot, like the backstory for the killer, and just change the murder scenes to where anytime he like looks at the person, he, instead of it just like, you know, cutting to the scene where he actually kills them, he just shoots eye lasers at them. So it's obviously like supposed to be a zombie slasher film, but it was forcibly edited and rewritten into being an Alien movie, and it was really bad.
That's amazing. I'm gonna look that up right now. 1979, you said?
1979. It's called The Dark.
Huh. Oh yeah, really low scores, really bad reviews.
I watched another Oshima Nagisa film, Three Resurrected Drunkards, which this one is comedy. Like it's a straightforward comedy.
Oh.
And it's weird because I've told you about all of the movies I've seen from him. They're all fairly dark movies. This movie has to do with three guys who are like basically like the Japanese like Three Stooges kind of. All the three guys are actually members of a band that did like the theme song for the movie. And it's like three young Japanese guys go out to the beach, and then they like go out swimming, so they take off all their clothes and leave them on the beach. And then a bunch of Korean immigrants, illegal Korean immigrants, take their clothes and replace them with theirs, and they're mistaken for Korean illegal immigrants, and then they're pursued by the police, and it's like, fuck off. I see that. They're pursued by the police, and yeah, eventually, you know, shit starts to get real, and I don't know. I really like the movie, and it's like it's a pretty fun little goofy comedy, but it also makes serious comments on like the kind of racist, like how racist Japan was as a country at the time, and how very kind of
still.
I mean, yeah, they still are. You know, I think it's funny. You know, George Miller, Filthy Frank, he said when he was talking about weeaboos, as an outsider, you're praising one of the most xenophobic cultures known to man. Mm-hmm. And I think that's, yeah, it's kind of hilarious. But it's about, you know, immigration and stuff like that, wanting to have a better life. And yeah, it's a fairly entertaining little movie. Oh, I watched Kubo and the Two Strings.
Okay, how was that?
Well, my boss kept telling me to watch it because she's like, I think you'll like it. And I'm like, okay, I'll watch it. I finally watched it. It's actually really good. It has Charlize Theron in it. She stars in it, and Charlize Theron's good in just about anything. And it's made by Leica, the same company that made like Paranorman and Box Trolls and Coraline. And it has no joke, I'm not even gonna lie, some of the best stop motion animation I've ever seen in anything. And it's really a shame because it underperformed at the box office. And I think the plot is fairly good. And the animation is, like, again, some of the best fucking stop motion I've ever seen in my entire life. And the film, even though it is a family film, is still decently dark. Like, Jesus, does it get dark.
Really?
And there's, like, stuff in there, and it has to, the movie itself is, like, has to do with, like, Japanese mythology and stuff like that, so it's kind of got an interesting kind of setup, and there's, like, it's pretty fucking good, pretty good. Like, I really liked it. Surprisingly, I didn't expect to like it as much as I did. Oh, I watched Burnt Offerings from 1976, which features Karen Black, Oliver Reed, and Betty Davis. And it is a old haunted house. It's a haunted house movie. Another one that I sat in the dark and watched from the 70s. And this one was really good. I really liked this one. It's essentially this family, they move into an old haunted house. Well, they don't move in. They rent it for the summer. And the old, like, siblings that live there and that rent the place out to people, or, like, you can have it for all 3 months during the summer for just $900. All you have to do is bring a plate of food up to our mother's room every night, like 3 times a day, because she's so old we can't afford to have her leave because she might get hurt going down the stairs.
Right.
So just bring her food, and that's all you got to do. And it turns out that this house is actually kind of alive, and it feeds off of the life forces of those who are in it and those who are injured and hurt inside the house. And yeah, it's pretty fucking creepy. There's multiple scenes where the father character, who's portrayed by Oliver Reed, remembers his mother's funeral and how much it, like, scarred him when he was at his mother's funeral. And he sees, and there are often moments where he will see, like, the what was it? The chauffeur, the what was it? The hearse driver in these hallucinations. And the hearse driver is absolutely fucking nightmarish looking. Like, he is creepy as hell. I watched The Boogans from 1981. Little monsters in the mines under a town, and they're gonna reopen the mines, and these little monsters attack and kill people in the town. It's a decently entertaining little, like, monster movie. Which, what's funny is it's a movie about small, like, otherworldly monsters.
Right. But
it was made before Gremlins. Like, movies like this, you know, weren't too common until Gremlins came out. Oh.
Is it better than Ghoulies 3?
I've actually never seen Ghoulies 3. I've only seen Ghoulies 1, 2, and 4.
Why 4 and not 3?
I saw 4, like, just randomly on the Sci-Fi Channel one day, and it was really bad. And I know I own Ghoulies 3, and I plan on getting the first 2. But I still need to watch it, the Ghoulies 3. I remember Ghoulies 2 being, like, the best one, because it was just so much fun. Oh, I watched Bigfoot County. I'm not even going to talk about it.
Talk about it.
Bigfoot County is a ripoff of the Blair Witch Project beat for beat. Replace the Blair Witch with fucking Bigfoot. And then it turns out, oh yeah, there wasn't even a Bigfoot. It was just fucking local redneck murderer rapists stalking these people. And then after these people are fucking killed by these redneck murderers, and the camera's left there, you see one glimpse of Bigfoot, and then the movie fucking ends. Therefore, the movie fucking lies to you straight up. And it's not like it lies to you in, like, the same way that, I don't know, something like fucking City of the Living Dead lies to you, in the sense that, like, in City of the Living Dead, you don't see a whole city full of zombies. It's just fucking awful. I don't even want to fucking keep talking about it. Undocumented. Fuck off with the memes. God damn it. You're a monster. Oh.
We should talk about it.
What?
We should talk about Undocumented.
Undocumented is like this documentary crew goes to document like illegal immigrants crossing the border to find a better life, and then they are captured by a gang of radical fucking racists who basically torture illegal immigrants. And there's a scene where they're giving a guy the fucking citizenship test, and the guy cannot speak English, and every time he gets a question wrong, they progressively torture his wife with on the rack, mind you. It's it's a pretty disturbing fucking movie. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. It got darker. Like, everything I told you about it is just like the tip of the fucking proverbial iceberg with this movie.
No way.
It doesn't get like way worse, like a Serbian film worse, but it gets pretty worse. It gets pretty bad. But I still thought it was a really good, like, found footage movie. I mean, it's not realistic. Like, you know, if you're gonna try to escape this place, why bring the camera? You know, that's just gonna weigh you down. So it's a little ridiculous in that way. But if you turn off your brain a little bit, it's a fairly disturbing movie. I mean, I think, you know, if people are gonna go ahead and say like that August Underground is a disturbing movie, I'm gonna go ahead and straight up say this is, because this is actually heart-wrenching and it's still well made.
Yeah, it has like a human element, which I feel like the August Underground films don't have.
They just kind of celebrate the violence.
Yeah.
Oh, I watched Boogeyman 3, the third fucking Boogeyman movie, and the first Boogeyman movie came out like 2005, and I remember seeing ads for it, and it looked like the fucking most horrific movie ever. And then I saw it, and it was bad. And then they made a sequel to it, direct-to-video sequel. And the direct-to-video sequel is actually pretty fucking good. Because instead of the Boogeyman just being like some kind of Jesus fucking Christ.
My laptop fan has been broken for like 3 months, and it just turned back on.
Oh, that's fucking peachy.
Sorry about that.
Oh, you're a fucking monster. I need you to know that.
I didn't do this.
Like, because your mic is built into the laptop, I hear this really fucking loud.
Oh. I think it quieted down a bit.
Okay, that's a bit better. I can live with that.
Okay.
I don't think anybody that watches this back will be able to live with it, but I can.
Okay.
Okay, so they decided to make a sequel to fucking Boogeyman, and they decided, let's make this one more grounded in reality. Let's make the Boogeyman a serial killer. So the Boogeyman is a serial killer in the second one, and he's killing people in a hospital, in a psych ward. And it's kind of going for a Nightmare on Elm Street 3 kind of thing.
Okay.
This third one decides to go back to the Boogeyman being a supernatural entity.
Right.
And it's bad. Not as bad as the first Boogeyman movie, but still bad.
Man, it's wild that the first one was the worst. We usually don't see that.
Yeah, it's weird. But yeah, that's the Boogeyman fucking trilogy. Surprisingly, there hasn't been another one. But I watched The Shocker. Wes Craven's The Shocker. Or Wes Craven's Shocker. And Shocker is like, imagine if like Wes Craven directed Jason Goes to Hell.
Huh. Okay.
It's like a serial killer gets the electric chair, and then he transfers from body to body, trying to get revenge on the guy who had him arrested. and it was pretty entertaining little movie.
All right.
I watched Vampire Hookers, that movie where fucking vampire hookers somehow have tan lines, and that's a pretty interesting little goofy comedy with some slight horror elements, and it has John Carradine in it as like the main vampire, which I thought was interesting. But yeah, it's fucking Vampire Hookers. A bunch of sailors are like, hey, I want to get laid, and then they find some fucking vampire hookers living in a cemetery, and then the movie goes places.
Okay. It was good though?
Relatively. Like, it was kind of funny and cheesy and pretty entertaining, and it's based in the Philippines and shot in the Philippines.
Okay. Sounds fun to me.
I don't know. It wasn't anything too amazing. I don't think I'll ever watch it again, but it was good for a laugh. I watched Flight of the Living Dead: Outbreak on a Plane. That was bad. Like, Snakes on a Plane was better.
Oh no! Really?
Yeah. It was a really kind of uninspired, like fucking zombie movie, and it just bothered me. Like, it wasn't really entertaining, and like they force in this, they kind of like just like they try to introduce all these characters and make them interesting and likable right off the bat, but like none of them really are that likable except for like maybe 2 of them. So it's like one big clusterfuck of bad characters getting turned into zombies, so you don't care. Teen Ape versus the Monster Nazi Apocalypse.
Oh.
Ow! Did this movie fucking hurt? So, somehow in modern day, Hitler's still alive and he's a fat dude. And, he faces off against, like, some good guys who happen to be friends with Teen Ape. And I don't remember much else. I remember there being actual gore effects in the movie, and they were terrible. And, I remember, like, nothing else, because I've blocked it all from my memory, because I don't want to relive that movie.
I understand. And I believe this was yet another horrible Chris Seaver film with blackface.
Technically, I don't want to say it was blackface, but there is a fucking part where, in order to make Teen Ape look more like an ape, they completely did the guy's face under the mask in fucking blackface. So I kind of want to say the blackface, but I kind of don't want to say that.
I mean, let's be honest. Chris Seaver, that ass, just wanted to do blackface, and he's like, oh.
That's how I forced it into this one.
It won't fit in this movie. Let's just put it on the ape. Yeah, I'm sure that's what he did. He just really has a fixation with blackface for some reason.
Yeah.
I hate him. I hate him so much.
I watched The Legend of Hell House from 1973.
Nice.
Which stars Roddy McDowall. Who I'm pretty sure I know him the most from what movie? I know he's in the fucking Planet of the Apes movies.
He was in Fright Night.
Oh yeah, he was. He was fucking I can't remember the guy's name.
Yeah, me either.
I'm pissed I can't remember his fucking name. Let me. Peter Vincent. He was Peter Vincent in fucking Fright Night. So this is him in the 70s as a paranormal investigator with like 2 other paranormal investigators, like checking out this house that belonged to a 6-foot-tall serial killer who bricked up all the windows because he didn't like people seeing him. And he was also a weird sexual deviant. And now his house is haunted. It's like, yeah. And I don't know what else to say about it. It's pretty spooky little movie, pretty creepy, like legitimately creepy. Another one that's like, if you want to get creeped out by it, it's very much a sit in the dark kind of movie.
Yeah.
When the fuck is this fan gonna stop?
I don't know. It's been broken for like months. It just came back on. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, this is the fucking worst. Midnight Cowboy, which was Nixon's favorite movie. Really good, depressing movie. Oh my god, that ending is fucking depressing. But really good. Like I said when I was talking to you about it, Dustin Hoffman and Jon Voight have some of the best chemistry on screen. Like, it's good. 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 I watched the Marquis de Sade's Justine, directed by Jess Franco, which is his most expensive movie, but also one of his most boring. It's 2 hours long and doesn't have enough sex and violence like the original story of Justine does. Because the main actress was like, yeah, I don't want to really like get naked at all, because the American fucking producers for the film were like, no, you got to use this chick instead of using the actress you want to use for the film.
Oh.
So yeah, Jess Franco actually has kind of disowned the film since then. Well, I mean, I say since then, but he's been dead for a few years now.
God rest his soul.
Oh, I watched Agrisomnia, which is translated to English, that is Latin for a sick man's dreams, and it is like a weird, surreal movie about a guy who about a guy who, like, after his wife's death, this guy kind of starts to lose his mind and hallucinate. And he lives in just like, it's very much, I would compare it very much to Eraserhead. He lives in a very surreal kind of city, kind of like urban setting that you don't see much of, but you feel like the emptiness and like industrial nature of it. You know, and his wife fucking dies, and he kind of blames himself for it, and it just gets really bad. I mean, not really bad as in like it's a bad movie. It's very interesting, and visually it's very good, but the plot gets a little complicated and convoluted along the way. It gets a little boring, which is a shame, but I'd still say it's pretty solid little movie. I watched Ginger Dead Man 2, Passion of the Crust.
No.
Finally watched Passion of the Crust. Yeah, finally. I'd never seen it. And, yeah. I mean, honestly, I enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed the first Ginger Dead Man movie.
Nice.
It's like a ripoff of fucking Terror Firmer, except replace it being in Troma with it being fucking on a full moon set. And David Dakota is in the film as himself, just like he shows up. I don't know what else to say about it.
Have you seen Saturday Night Fever?
I've seen that. I don't want to relive that one.
It's not good.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I watched 24 Hours to Die, which is a slasher film, kind of, and it's like 12 people are held against their will, and they've all been infected with this disease, and they have 24 hours to all kill each other, or else the virus will kill them all, and whoever gets out gets the antidote. The only person to survive, last person to survive gets the antidote. This movie literally opens with you finding out who fucking wins.
What?
Therefore, basically ruining the entire rest of the movie. And you would...
Why would you even watch it?
Yeah, no, I watched it, though. And the thing is, like, with how I described it, you would imagine, oh, they're in, like, a big warehouse, and it's like a maze. No, they're trapped in one single room together.
No.
Therefore, making it like, oh, you guys have to kill each other, less tension-filled and more just like, they're all going to beat the shit out of each other with what they have in the room.
That's not even fun.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, actually.
I That's a disaster.
I watched Killer Legends, which was a documentary directed by the guy who did the documentary Cropsey, about the Cropsey urban legend in Long Island, where he lived as a kid. And Killer Legends talks about like 4 really popular urban legends, and kind of him and a couple other people kind of dug deep and tried to find the origins of where these urban legends come from. They talk about the whole poisoning Halloween candy thing, which is a big urban legend. It's only happened like twice in the entire history of the holiday. And they talk about the babysitter receiving the phone calls. That's a really famous one. They talk about the hook on the door handle, which is another really big one. And they talk about killer clowns in general, like just clowns being out there. I watched Dracula 3000,
Really?
which is Dracula in space, basically, featuring Coolio and Udo Kier. I hate everything. This movie was fucking awful. So essentially, they find this ship that has a bunch of coffins on it, and Dracula is like in one of the coffins, and they're in space, and that's the whole thing. And meanwhile, the captain of the ship they find is like dead, and they find his video logs, and the captain is Udo Kier. My problem with it being Udo Kier is that I can only imagine, like, with how he acts, with how his acting is, I can only imagine him either as himself or as a role that I'd believe is like something he would do in real life. So him being the captain of a spaceship, I couldn't see him doing in real life. So therefore, it was just Udo Kier somehow still alive in the year 2910. So, you know, like I could totally buy him in Blood for Dracula and Flesh for Frankenstein, because he's a weird, like, ambiguously foreign guy. Like, I could totally see him being somebody who would, like, stitch together dead body parts or drink somebody's blood. But I can't imagine him as, like, a spaceship captain. Like, there's a movie called Iron Sky that he was in, where he played a Nazi. And I could believe that, because he's ambiguously foreign. But, like, I couldn't buy that. So really, it was just Udo Kier as Udo Kier. And Coolio as, like, the smart guy on the ship that's like a mad hacker, but he also, in his private quarters on their ship, has a fucking hookah and listens to, like, underground rap music.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it was bad. Oh, God, I think it stopped. Nope. There it is. There's that buzzing I missed. I watched Clown Town from 2016, and it's a bunch of people get trapped in a clown that's like everybody's dead, and they're stalked by a gang of psychopaths dressed as clowns, and it's a direct-to-DVD movie that's really uninspired and just fucking awful in every way, and I hate myself for watching all of these bad movies. I watched The Minor Vera Monster, which is a low-budget documentary about a small town in Ohio where they allegedly sighted a Bigfoot kind of monster. Sadly, the fucking documentary is, like, kind of poorly made, and there's no, like, interesting aspects to it other than, like, it's just people telling stories like, I believe this family down the street saw a monster. And that's, like, really it. There's no, like, reenactments or anything. Like, if there was maybe a reenactment with a cheesy monster suit, I would love it. I've been sitting here this whole time without my phone. That kind of bothers me. Watch Black Shampoo.
What's that?
Which is a movie about a black hairstylist who has sex with, like, all of his female customers, but he's also trying to keep the white stereotypical racist mafia from taking over his business, and this is a 70s blaxploitation film. I am so disappointed in this movie because it has so much potential to be, like, really, really great, and it just kind of like squanders it. Like, I will say there's like there's like one great moment in this movie, and that is where he goes to a woman's house to do her hair, and her daughters are there, like her two like 18-year-old daughters are there, and then they both seduce him. And then when the mother shows up and is like, "Oh, you get off him, you whores," she's like, "This is how you do it." And then she has sex with him in front of her daughters, and it's like, what? Like, other than that, it was bad, and I'm really mad it wasn't that good, because it sounds like it's gold.
It really does.
I watched Blood Lake: Attack of the Killer Lampreys. This is that monster movie I got in the horror pack, and it's bad. What can I say? Lampreys attack a fucking Michigan town, and that's really it.
Shame.
Oh, I watched American Ghost Hunter in 2010, which is basically this guy who's like, I'm gonna prove that ghosts exist, and it's literally just him like talking about haunted places for like an hour and like 20-something minutes and not really doing anything with it. And he was like apparently the guy who created the A&E show Paranormal State, which was about him investigating hauntings specifically in Penn State, which I watched that show. It was bad. I mean, most shows like that are bad, but I can at least watch something like Ghost Adventures for like something that's at least fun. Like, it's bad, but it's at least somewhat entertaining. But that movie was not. I watched The Ouija Exorcism, which is one of those direct-to-video movies that's like, hey, this happened to come out at the same time as Ouija Origin of Evil. Whoa. And it's like they unleash a fucking ghost by using a Ouija board in the 80s, and somebody gets possessed, and I don't remember what else because I blocked it out of my fucking memory. It was so bad. I watched The Ouija Resurrection, which was listed on Hulu as The Ouija Resurrection. Did not know this. It's actually The Ouija Experiment 2, Theater of the Dead, or Theater of Death, and I watched The Ouija Experiment like a year ago, and that movie is fucking atrocious. This movie's just as atrocious, and that is all I watched.
That's a heck of a list.
That is it. And it is honestly soul draining that I had to sit through all that.
That sounds rough. Like, are you okay?
I don't know if I'm gonna be okay. But But yeah, let me show you how cringy I am by showing you what I bought at the convention. Here we go. Let me grab something that's on the other side of the fucking room. Okay. First and foremost. Hang on. Okay, first and foremost, I bought this beanie, which is Papyrus from Undertale, because I'm cringy and terrible. What can I say? I bought a $20 fucking beanie.
Nice.
And I don't even wear beanies. I don't know why I bought it. But it's not bad, I guess. I bought this pin that says "I love monster girls."
Nice.
And from the same artist. Oh yeah, I already showed you the fucking mushroom keychain I got.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that from this. I got it from the same artist. I got 2 new figures because, as I said, I'm cringy as fuck, and I got a figure of Asuka from fucking Evangelion, and I was gonna get one of Dark Magician Girl because I saw a couple figures of Dark Magician Girl, but they sold out before I could get to them. Let me. And this one, I got to be really careful with this one because this is a posable figure and it has lots of pieces, so it could fucking like snap on me at any moment. I paid $65 for this posable figure of fucking Satsuki from Kill la Kill, which I have a pinup of already. Let me. That's a $65 figure. Keep that in mind. I paid $65 for that.
Nice.
I already have a pinup of, and then I already have a fucking figure of her already.
Classic.
You just don't know how to react to this, so you're just like trying to diffuse the tension.
Oh, I know how to react. You'll see. I'm doing something behind the scenes.
Doing something behind the scenes.
You'll see.
I got a couple. Oh God, what are you doing? Oh yeah.
Nice. There's Rocky, I guess.
I got. Yeah, that's him. Yeah, he doesn't want my room. He's barking at something. I got a couple prints from artists that I'm gonna have to get frames for, even though I have no wall space.
Nice.
And I'm gonna say it again. I'm being cringy because I bought one of Mammy from Madoka Magica, the magical girl anime that's literally fucking Donnie Darko and how dark it gets. And then look at me. I bought another fucking Satsuki fucking print. I'm a monster. I'm a fucking monster, and I should be stopped.
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
How much did the prince send you back for? Let me ask.
The prince?
Yeah,
how much?
How much did they send you back?
The prince sent me back total $25. That's 20 for the Mammy print and then 5 for the Satsuki.
That's honestly like not bad.
Trust me, you should have seen. There's one guy who was selling his prints for like $30 a piece, and these are prints we're talking.
That is ridiculous.
I mean, they're on quality paper, so it's not like they're really bad quality or anything.
They're
but
like gloss paper.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. They didn't like print it out with like 2x11 paper.
If it was printed out on fucking Christ, no, stop. But yeah, those two figures together cost me nearly $100.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
That's something. What do those add to your life? I'm curious.
Like the
Surely
figures?
They must bring something of substance to you for you to spend that much money.
They're of characters I like.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm not criticizing you. I'm honestly just curious.
Listen here, you fuck. I don't need you to criticize me. Alright, if I want to jerk off on anime figures, I will. I stopped you in your tracks there with that, didn't I? But no, that's what Ryan buys them for.
I'm about to save you highlights or my response to your to this to your haul.
This is.
She's-
God, this fucking fan is terrible.
Oh, sorry.
Just punch your laptop. Just fucking punch it.
I'm not gonna do that.
Just do what I do when my laptop's acting up. Just to give it a little.
Mine will break if I do that. It's
Give it a little love tap. A little love tap. Oh. It's not hard enough.
yeah, I know.
No, but I still have my pass from the convention.
Really?
My 4-day pass, and it has like this dude on it, and I'm like, who the hell is that? Well, it turns out that it's a portrait of a guy named, I'm not even gonna try and pronounce his last name, so I'm just gonna say his first name, Nick, who apparently passed away, and it's in memory of him. So in memory of him, they have a bunch of sweaty, greasy neckbeards come together and argue about anime and have furries come up in anime in fucking fursuits. That's how this guy is being remembered.
It's what you would have wanted, I'm sure.
I don't think so, but
You see furries there?
you always see furries at anime conventions, man. Full fucking fursuits. It's terrible.
Yeah, that is terrible. That's
I
rough.
saw the actor who was Flash Gordon was there.
Oh, that's cool.
Just there. Like he wasn't even there. Like he's never done anything anime related. He was just there, and everybody was like, "Oh, hey, you're Flash Gordon." I was gonna get his autograph, but I completely forgot to.
Oh, damn.
I wanted to get a signed Flash Gordon poster because that would be cool as hell. Because I like that movie. That movie's fun.
Yeah.
But goddamn, was that convention fucking tiring? Having to walk from the convention center to the hotel 3 miles at 2 a.m. while chaperoning your drunk friends is not fun. Let me tell you that.
It does not sound fun, but hopefully the rest of it was fun.
It was, yeah, I had fun. I don't think I'll ever go back to that convention, though.
Really? Why not?
Because it was $65.
Okay.
And I did not have $65 worth of fun.
That sucks.
And my big problem is that I don't like to make people go do something. You know, I like if I want to go to do a specific thing and my friends want to go to the game room, I don't want to go do things by myself because I'm very self-conscious about how I'll look walking around a convention alone. Like, that's how I feel about going out and doing anything by myself. Unless I'm like, you know, going to buy DVDs or going somewhere where I'm comfortable or familiar with. Like, I've never been to this place before. So on top of that, you know, I don't know my way around. And so it was either, you know, I follow my friends and I do what they want to do, or I make them do something they don't want to do, and, you know, I don't want to make somebody do something they don't want to do, so I kind of just stayed quiet and just walked around and followed as everybody else kind of played video games and stuff. I did see a couple guys, like 2 guys, doing Eric Andre fucking Legalized Ranch cosplays, like the Brotendo. The exact outfits, and they were handing out and like there's a dude, and Ryan asked him for some ranch, and the dude actually gave him Caesar salad dressing and said, "This is all I have till ranch is legal."
Oh, that's amazing.
It is great. And I told one of the guys like, I really dig it, and he just talked to me in like the fucking Brotendo slang, and I went to fist bump him, like he did the fucking like buzz me mulatto thing, and I went to fist bump him, and I was like, wait a minute, what? And I got really confused for a second. It happened to both me and Ryan, and when
That's awesome.
Talks about it. When I went on the third day, when I was wearing my Destroy the Weebs shirt, and I had my anime is fucking trash sign, so many people were giving me like fucking weird looks. And
Really?
a lot of people came up to me and they were like, dude, I really love your sign. I really love your shirt. You know, there was one person came up to me and said, first of all, fuck you, but your sign is true. So at least they know.
Yeah, that's good. That gives me hope.
Yeah, but still, it's a convention's a fucking convention. And it's, yeah, it was just a fucking time and a half. There was a big there was like a big area where these guys were just fucking breakdancing. Just breakdancing for like an hour straight, and we just sat there and watched them breakdance, and it was really interesting to see it happen. There's a dude doing a Lego Batman cosplay, and he built an entire like Lego fucking like a fucking Lego like a fucking suit that looked like one of the Lego figures, and it looked exactly like it. And he had to have somebody. He had to have two people with him to help him take off the fucking Batman head because he couldn't take it off himself.
Oh wow!
And people were like constantly asking him for photos. I felt bad for him because right when he would get the helmet off, people would be like, "Oh, can I get a photo?" And be like, "For fuck's sake!"
That sucks. Bad timing.
A lot of people asked us for photos when we were all dressed up as Ed, Edd, and Eddy. And
Did you send me any pics of that?
Did I send you pictures of it?
Yeah, I don't think I saw any pics.
No, I sent you one picture in the parking lot. We were in the parking lot, but we got a lot of people asking for pictures and stuff like that. And the second day, I actually downloaded the Ed, Edd, and Eddy theme on a 10-minute loop, and we were gonna play that through a wireless speaker. And then my friend Tristan, who was Double D for us, he was like, "I don't want to do it. It's cringy." And I'm like, I mean, there are people like, dude, first of all, it's not even that loud. Second of all, it fits with our costumes. Third, there are people who literally just walk around with wireless speakers that are way louder than this, playing really cringy fucking dubstep. You're gonna sit here and tell me that's cringy? There are furries out there blaring the shit, dancing.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. That would have been funny.
I would have done it. I would have totally done it. And he was like, I don't wanna. And I'm just like, oh, fuck. I still have the. If we didn't, but we saw some other guys. On like the third day when we weren't in our costumes because we wore them that morning when we were there. We saw some guys doing an Ed, Edd, and Eddy cosplay, and they had a jawbreaker. And what they did was they took basically like just a rubber like dodgeball that was white, and then like painted like pink dots on it, so it looked like the fucking jawbreaker from the show. And I was like, they got it on lock.
Yeah, that's perfect.
But I have it right here. Here is the fucking dreaded shirt with the fucking red stripe and everything that I wore.
Perfect. Where'd you get that?
My friend Tristan actually made it. He painted these with fucking. He says it's acrylic paint, but I call bullshit. This is house paint. It still smells like fucking house paint. And he didn't have any regular purple paint, so he gave me glitter paint. But awesome. It looks exactly like the fucking shirt, so, you know, everybody was just like, "Oh my god!" Like the first people who noticed us was a group of girls, and they were like, "Let us have your babies," and I'm like, "Whoa, what the fuck is going on?" And you know, I'll never forget when I went into I never forget, I went into the fucking Why Your Favorite Anime Sucks panel, and they were like, suggest animes, and I was like, Corey in the house, and I didn't even finish the word house before I started laughing and crying, and I hit the fucking floor, and everybody was just like, get up, you fucking drunk, and everybody else was just like booing me, and meanwhile, you know, all my friends were like berating me, And the guys still talked about it. They were like, well, I haven't watched it myself, but it is the best DS game. So they actually did talk about it, though, as if it was an anime, which I thought was pretty good.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. But Chloe continued to berate me that entire fucking night about it. She was like, that was terrible. Why did you do that? That wasn't even funny. Oh, why are you trying to embarrass me? I'm like, well, you could have just stayed quiet instead of saying, get up, you're embarrassing me. Because then nobody would, like, associate... Like, nobody would associate that we knew each other if you wouldn't have yelled, get up, you're embarrassing me. Like, for fuck's sake.
She actually did that?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
So if anything, she brought that upon her fucking self. But when Ryan and Tristan were trying to get when Ryan and Tristan were trying to get, you know, their suggestions out and they weren't picking them, I'm like, and we were in the front row, like right in front of the panelists. So if we were to whisper something, they would probably hear us. And I was like, come on, man, you got to get all three of the eds. And they did. They did. But I was the only one who did a joke. And I'm upset. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. I want to show you some of the other bootleg fuckery from my haul at that sale.
Do it.
Because some of this bootleg fuckery is like absolute gold. I already showed you that Vulcan one, which I don't know what it's... The thing is, I've done research. I've looked it up. And I do not know what it is worth. The only thing I can find is a VHS release of it. And that is going for like a low price. And it's sealed. It's sealed. And everything.
Oh.
So it's a new copy. And I don't want to... And I can't find the DVD anywhere. So I'm going to assume it's rare. So I don't want to open it. But... when I go to these things, I always find some of the weirdest, most bootleg kind of fuckery ever, and it's great. I love finding these weird, low-budget releases from, like, the late 90s, because they're always really fucking terrible looking.
Oh, yeah.
For instance, this one. This is one of the gems I found. And I found, like, 5 others, like, that are just like this in the same way that the DVD cover looks. It's a little kung fu film called 5 Fingers of Death. Now, look at that fucking bootleg fuckery of a cover and tell me that that is not like some early 2000s bullshit.
That's cool.
Like, and there's practically a fucking fidget spinner on the disc.
Oh my god.
And it's always, and you can always find kung fu films or old like martial arts films like this. I saw they had an old copy of one of the Lone Wolf and Cub movies from like the late 90s on DVD. And if it wasn't all scratched up, I would have totally bought it because I've seen the first Lone Wolf and Cub movie and it's really good. But there's like 6 Lone Wolf and Cub movies, mind you. But it wasn't in good condition. This other one I found is a Bruce exploitation film, one of the films made after Bruce Lee's death, where the guy claims to be Bruce Lee. This is The Fists of Bruce Lee, starring Bruce Lee.
Oh my god.
Now, look at this case for a second. This is a fucking old DVD jewel case. Like... look at this fucking shit. This thing doesn't even snap in here. It has no snap at all because you close it up and it doesn't slide around. But
nice.
look at this shit. You can't even fucking open it. You gotta press and then open.
Oh.
Like, I love finding shit like this.
Same.
Like, I always find a bunch of crap like this too. I found one thing and it was like, I think it might have been like a Middle Eastern like drama film from like the 90s that was on a really cheap release and I was thinking about grabbing it, but I didn't. I regret not doing it though. Because it didn't seem like something that was up my alley, but it seemed weird enough. And of course, I got that movie Paranormal, which is fucking awful. I got John Carpenter's Ghost of Mars.
Okay.
which was originally going to be a Escape from New York sequel, where Snake Plissken is on Mars.
Right.
But then the studio didn't want that, so they rewrote it and changed it from Snake Plissken to something else. I can't remember the guy's name, but they changed the name and they fucking had Ice Cube star in it.
Really?
It's a fucking John Carpenter movie about ghosts on fucking Mars, ghosts of Martians on Mars, starring Ice Cube.
Sounds like a good time.
And it was his last feature-length movie until 2010 when he directed a movie called The Ward. Which I've heard mixed things about The Ward.
I haven't heard anything about it.
It's like a supernatural horror film, I think. I love that sale so much. It is. You can find so much shit there. I found a Chumbawamba CD there.
Really?
Yeah, Chumbawamba of all fucking groups. They have a bunch of CDs, books, and a lot of people go there for books. And you see people get whole shopping carts full of books because they get them for $2 a piece.
Oh.
But I scored Freddy Got Fingered for $2, so I am not sad about that. I love Freddy Got Fingered. That movie's so bad, but damn, do I love it.
That's what I hear a lot of people say. I still haven't seen it.
You know what's funny is that year the movie was written, directed, starring, written and directed by and starring Tom Green, and it was nominated for and won the Razzies for like worst actor, worst screenplay, worst director, worst film of the year, and like one other. And Tom Green showed up to the awards and accepted all of the awards.
Oh my god!
Like,
did you hear about like that one guy who got put under arrest because he had accrued like $500,000?
Oh, I heard about that because he didn't return a copy of Freddy Got Fingered.
Yes, it was for that movie. That made it look even better. Was that it was for that movie?
I mean, like the fact that Roger Ebert said about it, this movie doesn't scrape the bottom of the barrel. It doesn't know what the barrel is. It doesn't deserve to be in the same sentence with barrels. I think is very unfair because Tom Green's sense of humor is very weird and gross, and like, I mean, you can't watch it with like a normal view of the world. You have to watch it with a very skewed, broken view of the world in order to truly enjoy it.
Sounds rough.
It's great. And a special feature on the DVD, which I didn't even realize it had, was a PG cut of the film, and it's only 3 minutes.
That's amazing.
Also, did I forget to mention that Shaq is in it?
What?
Yeah, Shaq.
Now I gotta see every movie with Shaq.
Shaq is in it, and there's a part in the movie. It's actually at the end where they play the Eminem song "Real Slim Shady." And what's funny is in that song, he says something about what the fuck does he say? I can't remember the fucking lyrics. I want to get on TV and just let loose, but I can't. But it's cool for Tom Green to hump a dead moose.
Oh god.
And like in that song, he openly mocks and makes fun of Tom Green, and Tom Green was like, "Hey, can I use this song?"
Oh my god.
Tom Green also had testicular cancer.
Oh.
Yeah, and then he turned. Yeah, no, he just had to get a testicle removed.
Oh.
And then he wrote the song "Feel Your Balls So You Don't Get Cancer."
That's good advice.
But he actually has a TV show now, another TV show. But it's not like him doing weird skits and shit. It's actually him discussing business with like celebrities live on the air, and then they have a Skype where you can call in and ask the celebrity a question. And there was one time he had talked to Weird Al on the show, and it's pretty interesting.
You need to see Steel from 1997.
Fuck off.
It's
Fuck off.
awesome. It's a good movie. It's really fun. I think you would like it. It's way better than Kazam.
Look, no movie's better than Kazam. Let's just get that straight right now.
You're right. You're right.
Oh, this headset is fucking great. I love it. It's a $70 headset that I got as a gift for free.
Nice.
Oh.
Apparently, Shaquille O'Neal was in Grown Ups 2.
Yeah, he was. I saw Grown Ups 2 in theaters.
Did you really?
Yeah. And I saw the first Grown Ups in theaters as well. And I saw That's My Boy in theaters.
Really?
And
Are
Vanilla Ice was in That's My Boy.
really?
Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie. That's My Boy. I legitimately enjoy that film. Like, it's bad, and it's nothing but crude, gross humor, but I enjoy it. I'm not gonna sit here and say I didn't laugh, because I did.
Was it better or worse than Jack and Jill?
Way better than Jack and Jill. All right, like there are people who constantly hate on. I mean, like, yeah, a lot of recent Adam Sandler movies are bad, but That's My Boy was not that bad. Pixels was decent. I enjoyed Pixels somewhat. I mean, I think his modern work is very much hit or miss. It isn't just constant misses. I mean, there are more misses than hits, definitely, but I'm not
you
gonna.
Remember that one film he did, Bedtime Stories?
Yes, I liked that movie. I thought that movie was actually really enjoyable and like entertaining and cute.
Yeah, same.
Like I legitimately liked that one. I love Little Nicky. I love that movie, where he's the son of the devil.
Right. Click was not okay.
I liked Click.
Did you like Click?
I liked it. And Christopher Walken was in it. Christopher Walken is always great. I mean, I'm not going to say it was great, but I had fun with Click.
What about, this isn't an Adam Sandler film, Balls of Fury?
Balls of Fury is okay. It's not, like, when I first heard about it, I saw a poster for it in the theaters. And then it didn't even, from what I know, it, like, hit, like, it was supposed to be wide release, and then suddenly it only hit, like, I think 1,000 theaters in the U.S. alone. And, like, that's not that many. And then it just kind of went straight to DVD.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it was bad, but, again, it's not a movie I'd say is, like, horrifically unwatchably bad.
Same.
Like, there are lots of movies I would call horrifically bad, but those aren't any of them.
Yeah, I agree. Ridiculous 6 is, I think, ridiculously bad.
I didn't watch that because I didn't feel the need to.
There's no need to. You made a good call.
Like, no, that's absolutely brilliant though. What Adam Sandler's doing, because he has a contract to make movies with them now, with Netflix now. So that way, it doesn't matter how much money it makes back, because people are going to end up watching it, A, because they love Adam Sandler, or B, out of morbid curiosity because they know his movies are bad.
Yeah,
So they don't have to worry about returns in the theater.
Yeah. It is genius, I agree with you. I would do it. And I love, like, the concepts. Like, he goes as far as a concept, but then doesn't follow through with like a good script. I think it's funny.
Huh. I'm gonna have to get a new shelf. This one's falling apart.
Really?
Yeah, it's a little iffy right now. As long as it doesn't break in the middle of the night and scare the shit out of me and break my figures, I'm fine.
Oh, maybe you should get a new shelf then.
Nah, it's fine. It's surviving. I don't want to spend that money. I don't need to spend that money. Not now, not ever.
I just built a shelf. You can do that.
True.
And that's really cheap. I just used fence boards, which you can get for like under $1. Unfinished. You'd have to sand them yourself, but that's not too difficult.
I want to try something here. Give me just a second. I'm about to try something really cool. All right, let me fucking grab this thing right here and just step behind my computer. It's about to get dark here for a second. Fuck off. I just saw those pictures you sent to me on Facebook.
That's what I was doing.
I feel legitimately offended. Ooh, spooky.
Oh yeah.
Don't worry, it's about to get there. Oh, are you ready for the main event of the night?
Oh yeah.
I don't think you are. Okay, there. I'm doing some science, okay? Give me a break. Okay, let me... Is that showing up? God damn it. It isn't working like I wanted it to.
Are you using a layer black? Oh, you're using that colored light thing you got.
Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty cool.
I wanted to see if it would show up on camera good, but no.
Not too well, no.
Not too well. Alright, back to normal lighting. We return to our normal broadcast after these messages. From the electric company. Gonna turn it on. Gonna give you the power. It's the electric company. The electric company. Oh, fuck. Ah. God, it's even brighter now.
Damn. Okay. If you could pick one non-actor to be in a horror movie, who?
Non-actor?
Yeah, someone who has not acted in anything. So it can't even be like Shaquille O'Neal.
You're making this hard for me, you know that? Because all I know is...
eliminating Shaquille O'Neal?
No, because all I know is actors. And all of like the non-actors I know that are like musicians or whatever have already been in movies. Like, you're making this legit hard for me. Leonardo da Vinci.
Okay, they have to be alive.
Fuck off. Fuck
He
off with
wasn't
that.
even alive when movies were made.
Yeah, we're gonna bring him back.
That'd be a cool movie. What are you doing?
What?
What are you doing? What is that?
It's just a 10 sign.
Like, this is an ASMR video?
I listen to ASMR videos to go to sleep. TBH.
Do you really?
Yeah. I mean, I don't
My brother
need
does the
them.
same.
Ramadan Steve.
Yeah, my brother Ramadan Steve. Yeah. And so he told me that sometimes he listens to ASMR videos to go to sleep. And I straight face, I was like, "There's this great one that Joey's World Tour did. You know, if you like ASMR videos, you should really check that out." And I was totally serious. And he was like, "Yeah, I'll definitely do that. I didn't know that he did ASMR videos." And he was like, "You know, is it good?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's great. You gotta check it out." So he's gonna go nightmares, I guess.
Alright. 5-minute break.
Okay.
Oh. You got what I need. But you say he's just a friend. And you say he's just a friend. Oh, baby, you got what I need. Uh,
Yeah. I did hear your song. In case you were wondering, I did hear that.
I don't really care. I don't care if anybody hears
No, I
me
thought
sing.
I thought you wouldn't have wanted me to. You have a lovely voice.
I'm sure I do.
Yeah.
You're killing me.
Is calling your name.
Fuck off with that. American Idol is going on. How many seasons is it now? Because the exact number of seasons is how many seasons it's gone on too long. Because it was terrible in the beginning, it's terrible now.
I agree. It's very uninspired entertainment.
Like I will admit, in like the first couple seasons, like at least when Simon was an asshole, at least that was kind of funny. But past that, it was just fucking unbearable.
Yeah, I mean, not good.
All right, guys, it's time for our second movie of the evening, Thundercrack. Kirk McDowell's Thundercrack.
Nope.
Even I don't want to watch that again. Actually, I'm not gonna lie.
News to me.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of want to rewatch it just to see how just to see if it's as bad as I remember it being.
I definitely want to watch it. As soon as I get a Blu-ray player, I'm gonna buy it. Like, I might even buy it before I get a Blu-ray player, since I know I'm gonna get one.
I mean, look, buy that, and then you should buy the Blu-ray Evil Ed, because it's good. It's really good.
I feel bad that the first Blu-ray I bought was Vampire Cop.
Yeah, and not something quality like Evil Ed.
Vampire Cop is quality, but it's like, I know it's so pointless to buy a Blu-ray of a shot-on-video movie, but I did it. I actually did it.
Well, guess what?
What?
This movie comes with a 3-hour-long documentary about the making of. 3 fucking hours. Why would I ever watch it? I love this movie.
Sounds like too much.
But man, is Evil Ed good? And because you don't have a Blu-ray player, you totally missed out on this special Blu-ray edition of The Hills Have Eyes from Arrow Video.
That one hurts me.
With this big poster that's made out of like the same material. This is practically made out of fucking cardboard. Like, oh,
Nice.
so nice, and it smells good too.
Wow. What a shame. I missed out on too many good releases because I never planned on owning a Blu-ray player, but now I know I need one.
Oh yeah. I mean, look, I'm not saying some of the best releases of movies ever are on Blu-ray, but this is the best release of Army of Darkness in the history of anything ever. I mean, I'm not saying having
What?
No, what were you saying?
I said, plus also Thundercrack.
I mean, Thundercrack, there's a DVD release, but you may as well get the Blu-ray at the same price. Plus, the Blu-ray has more features.
Yeah, I do remember that.
But look, I'm not saying owning every single cut of this film is great, but it is.
It is. Yeah.
And I'm not saying I own five different copies of Army of Darkness, but I do.
I don't think I own multiple copies of any movie on purpose. I don't think.
I mean, I do because they're different editions. Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
I own... What?
Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You told me you owned that more than once.
That's true. I do. But that was just because a better edition came out. I didn't want 2 editions. The one movie I can think of where I was like, I want 2 of them is Jason Goes to Hell, because I had it on DVD and then I wanted it on VHS because I don't know, it looks really cool on VHS, the cover art, and also the movie itself. Also, I really like Jason Goes to Hell. I think a lot of people hate it, but I think it's fun.
Oh no, I think it's really underappreciated actually, after rewatching it. I rewatched it again recently, and I enjoyed it again. I honestly don't see why people hate it so much.
I agree. I think it's a lot of fun. And I think it's, if people like, Jason X so much, I don't see why they dislike Jason Goes to Hell, because they're like the same caliber.
Well,
I
mean, I would definitely say, though, that Jason X is a lot more goofy and stupid, though.
Yeah, it is, but I think they're similar quality.
Oh, definitely. What is?
Much better.
Yeah, and you need to get the Blu-ray of Dr. Butcher.
I do. What is that one? Nightmare, not Nightmare on Elm Street. Friday the 13th bootleg that you have.
Friday the 13th. Oh, the one Friday the 13th bootleg I have is
Yeah.
Friday the 13th Part X Hell and Back.
Yeah. Where'd you get that? Just online?
It's a fan film. It's on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
I still haven't watched it, but I have it.
I'm thinking of downloading it and making like a VHS bootleg out of it.
Do it. How's the movie coming along? By the way,
really good. It's almost finished. Once and get the crew back together, I'll be able to make a trailer because I can't edit, but the person I have editing is not in town. So if she comes back, we can edit a trailer. But before that, I actually have to send them off the tapes and get them put in the digital format. Then I can get the trailer edited. So we're on our way there. It's there's been a long break, but it's definitely like not stopped. It's just that, I filmed it like during the school semester. So once that ended, everyone left, and I couldn't continue during the summer. Yeah, so that's the only reason why it stopped, is that literally everyone is left. But as soon as it starts back again, shooting is going to finish probably in a month, maybe a month and a half.
My question is, will I have it in time for Halloween?
You have it in time for Halloween. I'm going to say probably.
Okay, I'm going to keep your word on that. If I don't have it by Halloween, I'm suing you.
Okay, no, well, I said probably. It'll be finished shooting before, certainly. But the only question is, how long is it going to take
to edit it?
The tapes? First of all, just to get the tapes on digital, how long to send those, get it done, and get it back, and then also how long to edit, because editing is quite a chore, and I only have 2 people doing it, and it's a feature, so it's going to take a long time. I'm hoping it can be done in under 2 months, so that it can be out by Halloween. I'm really hoping.
I mean, hey man, do it. And like I said, talk to Sabrosa, talk to fucking Camp. I mean,
yeah, absolutely.
And I would say maybe even ask like Todd Sheets or Henrik Kuto about finding distribution, because they got the connects, and I mean, I'm not saying I know them like we're buddy hanging out all the time, but I do know them. I've talked to them.
And I mean, talking to Todd Sheets would be great.
Because you're a fan of his movies anyway. Yeah.
So that would be awesome. We could talk about, what is it, Nightmare Asylum?
Nightmare Asylum. Oh, Nightmare Asylum's a fucking rip.
It was, and it's undeniably bad, but I can't help but enjoy it.
No, it is an enjoyable movie. I thought it was pretty fun. Like, I thought it was terrible, but I had fun with it.
I think, like, the high point of his work for me that I've seen so far, I haven't seen Dreaming Purple Neon.
Dreaming Purple Neon is legit great.
Yeah, that seems like easily his most polished professional work. So far, the one I enjoyed the most is Goblin. Did you see that one?
No, I did not.
It's on the set. It's on the set that you had with Nightmare Asylum. That's where I saw it.
Wait, what is it?
Decrepit Crypt of Nightmare's Goblin.
Let me fucking... Oh, fuck. I didn't drop anything, but... Oh, Goth or
Goblin.
Oh, Goblin. Oh, yeah, Goblin. Yeah, it is on here. I was thinking Troll. I thought a Troll for a second, because Trolls, Goblin, same fucking thing. And don't you give me any of that D&D, no they're not the same thing bullshit. I know you played D&D. I know you know there's a difference.
I mean, I'm not going to do that, though. I don't care. I don't care either. It doesn't matter in this conversation. But,
okay.
Yes, Goblin was a heck of a good time, I thought.
It was a hoot and a holler, a goof and a gaff.
It was. It was indeed. All of those things. Now, have you watched, speaking of shot on video, I feel like sort of the unsung hero, if you will, Todd Jason Cook. He did movies like Evil Knight. He did Death Metal Zombies.
I haven't seen any of those yet. I know you mentioned them in your shot on video, and you need to make another video, you fucking mook.
I will. Especially since I've gotten a lot more shot on video movies in my collection.
Do an update video or do a review of something. Do a review on Riki-Oh.
I don't like to do... Like, that video had like 3 million views. There's no point for me to review it, because anyone who looked up, Riki-Oh review would just find another review.
True, but, I mean, it doesn't hurt to get your opinion out there. Give an opposing opinion. Say it sucked.
But it doesn't suck. It was great. I loved it.
Yeah, exactly. Then you'll get all of the views.
All of the hate comments. All six from all 6 people who even watched.
Exactly. I need to... Oh, 700?
Yeah, congrats on 700.
Yeah, no, I'm fucking amazed, honestly. Like, when I hit it, I was like, what? I'm at 700 already? I was just, like, saying something about 600 on Twitter like a month ago.
Yeah,
I'm growing
really fast.
I'm growing ever so slowly. I mean, I remember I was celebrating like 100 subscribers. Like 2 years ago, I was celebrating like 200 subscribers because it was around the same time I reviewed Headless. And now I'm at like 700. I think it's amazing.
Have you done a commemorative video for it?
A video for announcing the 700 or celebrating it? Not really. I mean, I've deleted all of my videos from like before 2014, so.
Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah, I'm happy I did, because there was some really fucking bad shit on there.
No, it's all good.
Fucking stop. I need to get a new Blu-ray copy of Burial Ground.
Why?
Because there's a new Blu-ray copy from Severin. Because they did, like, I was like, oh, they did a Blu-ray release of Zombie Holocaust. I love that movie, but I already own the Blu-ray release from Shriek's show. But then I found out that it has both the different cuts of the movie and new special features and a new restoration. And I mean, don't get me wrong, the picture quality on this Blu-ray isn't bad, but the picture quality on the Severin edition is way better. And I feel like the same would go for this copy of Burial Ground, because picture quality on this, I rewatched it recently, and the picture quality is pretty fuzzy. Like, it's not very good.
That's disappointing.
Yeah. I mean, it's watchable still, and it looks decent, but for Blu-ray, it doesn't look very good. But, I love Burial Ground. Have you seen Burial Ground, Knights of Terror?
I have not.
Oh, Andrew, you have no idea, A, how disappointed I am in you, and B, how much you need to see it.
Okay.
Like, look, I mean, there are a lot of bad Italian zombie movies out there. There are. And one of my favorite Italian zombie movies of all time is fucking Zombie Holocaust / Dr. Butcher. That's like my favorite Italian zombie movie. Still, to this day, one of my favorites because of how crazy it is. And it's terrible. It is bad. This is worse. So, the zombies in this movie aren't even like people in makeup. They're people wearing masks.
Oh, that's perfect.
And they're not really masks as much as they are like fucking busts with just like a bunch of like fake gore on it to make it look like a zombie. And then when they eat people, they just kind of rub it on the mouth of the mask like they're eating somebody. There's a scene where somebody gets their arm ripped off and they're being eaten by a zombie, and then when they come back, they have their arm reattached.
Huh.
There's also a subplot.
I live for that.
Oh no! This is what I live for in this movie. So there's a character in this movie who's supposed to be like a 10-year-old kid, and there was actually a law in Italy at the time that if you were making a horror movie that had a lot of sex or violence, and this movie has a pretty decent amount of like nudity and sexual content and a lot of violence, that you're not allowed to have a child in the movie, even if it's in the script. You're not allowed to have a child actor. So they got a very small, I wouldn't say like dwarf actor, because he's just like a really short, skinny, sickly looking actor named Peter Barker. I'm not joking. To play this 10-year-old. So they got a grown, at the time, 25-year-old man to play a 10-year-old. And on top of this, there's even a whole subplot about how this kid goes to this villa, and then nearby at these ancient ruins, these zombies come back from the dead. These zombies rise up out of their graves, and they attack the villa that these people are staying at. But this kid also wants to fuck his mother, and he tries on multiple fucking occasions to do so. So there's like a weird incest subplot to the movie too. It's so over the top and fucking awful. It's bad. For God, is it so fun.
I gotta see that.
It's fun as hell, and it's gory, and like, it's so good that when Severn released the Blu-ray, they released t-shirts with the fucking kid's face on it that says, "It smells of death," because that's a line from the movie that he says.
Nice.
I'm not joking. The whole movie is on YouTube. You gotta go watch it. Like, legit. It is. The whole movie is on YouTube. It is so entertaining. I have so much fun watching it.
Speaking of zombie films, favorite Umberto Lenzi movie?
Favorite Umberto Lenzi? I've only seen one Umberto Lenzi zombie movie.
No, like all of his movies.
Oh, out of all of his movies?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably is the one zombie movie I've seen from him, Nightmare City.
Yeah, same.
Like, I'll be honest, I still kind of hate Cannibal Ferox.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't hate it as much as I did like some 3 or 4 years ago. Like, I have some appreciation for it as at least like a cheap piece of exploitation trash. But I don't know. I like Nightmare City a lot more. I love Ghost House. Ghost House is like a close second for me. The Blu-ray release of Ghost House is really nice. There's no special features, but the picture quality is really nice.
Have you seen Man from Deep River?
I have not. I know that that's the one big movie that kind of started the cannibal craze in the 70s.
Yeah.
And it's his one cannibal movie that wasn't a ripoff of Cannibal Holocaust.
Alright. I need to see more of his movies, but you know, I think when he does stuff well, it turns out like really awesome.
Oh yeah, like they were working. I don't know if it's still in the works or not, but him and Tom Savini were working on a remake of Nightmare City.
Yeah. I wonder why he would do that.
Yeah, Umberto Lenzi and fucking the godfather of, like, the man who's known as, like, the Wizard of Gore, fucking Tom Savini, making a remake of Nightmare City, one of my favorite Italian zombie movies. One of my favorite zombie movies of all time, honestly.
Yeah. That could be good. I hope it's still in the works.
Yeah, I heard about it a couple years back. It might, That was my fan. It might. I don't know if it's still in the works because it was on Kickstarter a couple years back. I don't know if it's still happening. I hope it did. I hope it does.
I wonder if Dario Argento's last movie has been kickstarted and filmed yet.
I know he was making one with Iggy Pop. Look, Dario Argento should just fucking stop.
He should. He should.
I mean, the man is a fucking hack. He only had like 3 good movies.
Yeah.
I'm just fucking around. I still need to see Tenebrae.
Well, I mean, he is now.
What?
He's a hack now.
No, now he is, definitely. I haven't seen any of his recent films, but that's because I've heard they're exceedingly bad.
Yeah. Which is a shame, because he used to be really good.
Oh yeah, like Suspiria's great, and fucking Inferno.
Opera's great.
Inferno's great, Opera's great, Deep Red's okay, Phenomena's like one of my favorites. I really love Phenomena. I still need to see Tenebrae.
Tenebrae's great.
Oh, I don't know if there's anything else I need to see. Like that's absolutely must see. I know Bird with Crystal Plumage is on my list.
Yeah.
And Cat O' Nine Tails is on my list.
That's the other one.
I've heard Bird with Crystal Plumage is really good.
Yeah.
And that just got a new Blu-ray release from Arrow.
Hey, speaking of which, do you know if the Blu-ray for Popcorn is sold out yet?
It's never gonna sell out. Trust me. Trust me when I tell you this. Synapse, they're a decent company, but when they do these fucking Steelbook limited editions, they never sell out. Example, nearly 5 years ago, they released Demons and Demons 2. Two, up until that point, very sought-after, out-of-print movies on those Blu-ray limited editions, and they're still sitting on about 2,000 copies of each. And they've only sold 1,000 in like 4 years. They make these and charge really high prices and expect them to go fast, but no, they're still sitting on them.
Wow.
Like only people that are actually willing to pay that high of a price will do it, and that's a very small amount of people.
Yeah.
Like as much as
even I.
Yeah, like
I'm with you.
Like I wouldn't pay that much for Popcorn, and I don't think I would pay that much for Phenomena. And the one they have with Phenomena has like all 3 cuts of the film.
Wow. Oh, that's tempting though. How much is it?
Like it's like 50 with shipping, I think. Like 45 with shipping, maybe.
Not that tempting.
I don't know. I don't think I'll ever do it. Like I'm sure they're gonna just do a standalone Blu-ray release, you know, which I'll live with that.
Same.
Like I mean, they did. What is it? Like after they realized they pissed everybody off with charging like nearly $50 for a steelbook, they were just like, okay, what do we do now? It's like, oh, just fucking release a cheap DVD or Blu-ray release of it, and that's what they did with Demons. That's what they did with Tenebrae after they did their release of that. I regret not getting the Blu-ray of The Life and Death of a Porno Gang, though.
Oh.
Because the Blu-ray has the director's documentary called Made in Serbia, which is about the Serbian porn industry.
Huh.
Which I'm sure is a fairly interesting documentary.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that, and then I bought the DVD. I hate myself for that.
Well, on that note, I'm going to go play Minecraft before I go to bed.
You can play Minecraft?
Roblox.
Roblox is where it is at, my dude.
Always.
Now and forever.
But yeah, this was a good one.
Yeah, this was another good one. Another very good and fucking long one. I need more caffeine. I need to stay up for another 3 hours and play Payday.
Nice.
Because capitalism is king.
You gonna stream it?
Oh, fuck it. But that's another one. That's another one for the record books. And yeah, this is our now fucking monthly stream basically because of how the schedule works. Actually, it's not my schedule. It's fucking Andrew's. I'm free every fucking weekend. I don't go out. I'm not social.
It's on me. I'll admit it.
This room is my tomb.
Huh.
I know that rhymed, but it's true.
Well, as long as you're happy.
Yeah. Definitely.
Buried with your figures.
With my movies.
To transport you to the afterlife.
I want to be mummified.
Oh my god.
Like old school Egyptian style mummified. That's what I want.
Oh yeah. The real deal.
And I want everybody to have my organs in jars.
That'd be pretty cool, actually.
In canopic jars.
And what you should do is you should leave behind a series of riddles where your organs are hidden, and we have to find them all.
No, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to have it be a closed casket, and then like halfway through the funeral, the casket's gonna open and my body's not gonna be in there. And then suddenly, on strings, I'm gonna come out on strings, and the Monster Mash is gonna start playing. And it's like, I was walking through the lab late one night, and they're gonna puppeteer me to dance to the Monster Mash.
I really hope you do that. That would be so fitting.
I've been telling people for years I'd do it.
Do they believe you?
No, they're like, dude, you're not gonna do that. Or I want them to attach me to the fucking blades of a spinning ceiling fan and turn it on and let me swing around as the Space Jam theme plays.
And if you put this in your will, I think they have to do it.
Yeah, but I'm too lazy to write a will. I'm just gonna leave it in newspaper clippings, like a serial killer note.
Oh, that's cool.
That's how Tommy Wiseau sounds. He sounds like a serial killer note. Like he is that kind of writing personified. That's what his voice is.
He really is. That is what it is. And his cadence. It sounds ordinary.
Oh, hi, Mark. What's weird is he's American. Like, he was born in the U.S.
Yeah. Good guy. I'm looking forward to that movie he's doing.
Oh, Best Friends?
He, like, harvests people's gold teeth.
Oh, yeah. No, he's doing also doing a movie with Greg Sestero called Best Friends. And they're also making a movie about the making of The Room, where James Franco is gonna be fucking Tommy Wiseau.
Yeah, I did hear about that.
Oh, it's gonna be so good.
Yeah. I wonder if Tommy Wiseau's gonna have a cameo.
I wonder what Tommy Wiseau's gonna do when he dies. He's just gonna leave a video will and a series of like just random fucking messages, and then suddenly if you play them all in the right order, they actually play out a secret message to where all the Nazi gold is hidden.
That's classic. Classic Tommy. I believe it.
Alright, but I'll let you go now.
Yes, indeed. But it's been a good one.
Yeah.